Hey everyone, welcome back to the IWP Network, or if it's your first time, welcome hanging out with us. Thank you so much for choosing this podcast, and feedback is always welcome. So make sure to check the links below for all social media links, audio and video versions of this show, and merch. We look forward to hearing from you and hearing that feedback, and enjoy the show. Ladies and gentlemen, here we are. I'm just going to do a quick, just give me a second here, because I've had some issues recently where I go live and the microphones don't get picked up. So I hear myself. We're good. We are good to go.
82, I thought.
Something like that, 80. Jen, what episode is this?
Pretty sure it's 82. Hello, everybody.
Yeah, of course she is. She's our superstar. We can hear you. It's cool. I love it. All right, so we're here. We're going to cover the history and the franchise. Well, not the history, but the franchise of the Zelda franchise.
Yes.
Probably
a retrospective.
First off, we want to thank our sponsor, Abaddon Tattoo Studio, a unique professional experience nestled in the small town of Pine Grove, Pennsylvania. They provide high-quality tattoos and piercings in a relaxed, professional, and sterile environment. If you want to check out the links below to go get a tattoo or do all that fun stuff, it is there. We also want to thank our Patreon subscribers. $5 gets you a dollar gets you a shout out. $5 gets you a shout out and bonus content. We want to thank the Tree of Life Metaphysical Shop, Brad Zalonis, the PA Pile Driver Podcast, Higher Than Other Words, Jay, Austin Blackwell, and our superstar Jen Myers. Because of your contributions, if you guys can notice, we got new headphones.
Probably can't, but
well, before had a giant task cam written on it in white. So the old headphones,
they are softer on the ears.
Yeah, we're gonna give a full test run tonight to see if they're uncomfortable.
After a while, yeah.
See if
how's it feel with your earring? Good, a little tight, but good. Yeah, they're not catching. I was like, I thought there was something different about these headphones.
Yeah,
clearly I'm not super observant, and I should be.
The brand new headphones. I feel like it goes more. I got my tablet as well today.
Oh,
for my graphic design. It's like
what make
a Wacom.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's supposed
you
to be
can draw and stuff.
Yeah, not easy because I'm not sure how to use.
It's very complicated.
Not sure how to use like Photoshop and stuff yet, so I have to figure that out. So I have to learn Photoshop and then learn how to draw on it.
If you can download apps, try Procreate.
Procreate.
Yeah, that's what I've been using on my iPad, and it
did you get a
stylus? Turns out really well. Yeah.
Cool.
They come with a stylus too.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can if you draw like a circle, let's say, and you want to fill it in, you don't have to scribble. You can just
drag and
and it knows.
Oh,
you can do layers and different things.
Yeah.
I haven't fully figured it out, but I mean that's what a lot of people that I've seen online, just from the screenshots of it, it all seems to be Procreate.
Yeah, check it out. I think some people said it's nice to do a lot of editing with photos too on Procreate. You can snip stuff out. It's a lot easier. Adobe's nice, but it's hard, man. It's definitely a learning curve.
Yeah.
And I feel like they make it super exclusive and they don't really teach you much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's challenging.
It's a hard learning curve, and it's why isn't there here's how to work this?
Yeah.
You know?
So my
10
goal,
easy steps to Photoshop.
My goal is to eventually get better at digital art, and then not only make our own podcasts art, but help out wrestlers and beer places and local businesses and bands and other podcasts. So I want to get better, and maybe I can do my own little Teespring where maybe I make a design or because Teespring's just the Wild West. They can just draw any character and put it on there, and people they make money on it, which is crazy. So I'm gonna definitely try to cash in on that. What else is coming up? Tomorrow.
Easter.
Yeah, Easter.
Yes, that will be here in a few days.
The Passover. The world's first zombie, right?
Oh,
Correct.
I was like,
that is correct.
Yeah, there you go.
I had to rack my brain there.
We're also gonna do the Patreon episode immediately following this. We're gonna talk all the cool stuff that's going on in the world. Patron episode where we just line up shots and get fucking destroyed. But yeah, we're gonna talk that after this, and then there's something else I wanted to bring up. I just literally forgot my train of thought.
The castle's going to come up in 152 days.
Tomorrow we're going to be recording an interview for Interviews Everyday People at the new bike shop in Pottsville.
Oh, where's that? Where's
are
that
they
at?
open?
I'm not exactly sure the exact address yet.
I remember Schwinn used to be right across from the Broxell on Market Street.
I was going to say, I remember that one.
Years ago.
And there was one on Norwegian Street for a hot minute.
Downtown. Remember that one?
I do remember
Yeah,
that one.
Now
It
it's
was
like a
nice.
clothing store or something.
It is super cute. I
Across from the
highly
wheel?
Yeah, that's the one we
Yeah.
went to.
That used to be a
Super
bike
cute.
shop
Oh,
years
oh,
ago.
yeah.
So we're gonna interview Alan.
Yeah,
and,
Alan's a really cool guy.
We're gonna do it after the shop closes.
Ooh.
Yeah.
He actually worked
Watch
with
out, the
us at
bike's
FYE for a little bit.
Really?
Nice.
Yeah,
Is
yeah.
he the one that got
So-
stabbed?
No, I don't know.
Ooh,
Maybe,
that's
but
not
maybe
good.
we'll
We'll
find out
find-
tomorrow.
we'll
Poor
find out.
I'm
guy.
gonna ask
Yeah.
him.
Tune in tomorrow.
Yeah.
And tomorrow's gonna be the first time where I'm gonna let Heidi loose. So I'm gonna actually have
Whoa, Heidi.
Heidi's gonna be my partner officially as of tomorrow's episode on Interviews with Everyday People. She's gonna hang out and ask questions and maybe not get her every time, but she's gonna make a statement.
Hi, welcome to the episode. Here's Alan from the bike shop. Did you get stabbed?
That's how she rolls. And then once I'm gonna tell Nikolai,
Once Nikolai levels up,
take 15 photos and call it a day.
Whoa.
hey,
Wow.
it's his
That's
camera.
quite a limit.
Nikolai takes
Listen,
like 5
he
million
takes, like,
photos.
The last thing that we
I know.
You could do
It was like-
one of those flip books.
400
I
some
know.
photos
Yeah.
that were taken.
And I was like, sit down and talk. He's like, and I'm like, I'm literally talking. I'm like, so these crystals, and I hear, and I'm like, he was like right in my ear with
Well,
it.
I try
gotta
to get
get
cinematic with the photos, and I gotta get close.
And you never
sometimes.
know what he's like actually taking a picture of. Like he looks like every time I look, it looks like it's right at me, but he's not
No.
even. No.
I got
Gotta
something
get
new for
those
my camera
angles.
as well. A little
Yeah.
light, like a.
Oh, the light
Like
for the
one of
top?
these lights
to
that
like
flip.
screw on the top.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool.
Like,
Yeah.
Cool.
Jen said she ordered her not cool in high school towel yesterday.
Oh, wow. Like,
Ooh,
like a
very
beach
cool.
towel or like a
Oh.
towel to
Nice.
dry off with?
She's gonna be making her own OnlyFans
Yeah,
soon
right.
with our merchandise. She just sent us a photo of her brand new
Truth behind
Shoes Behind Illusion shirt.
Yeah.
So your
Very
first
nice.
your first logo made it to a T-shirt.
How
People are
about that?
buying it.
Yeah.
How's that feel?
That's nice.
It's a cool
I like
feeling,
it. It's a
right?
cool logo.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cool.
I know how to design stuff.
Where did she get paid today?
Yeah.
That was good.
And then the what was I gonna say too? Just getting to get the fun stuff out of the way. With
The whole
with the
time's
logo,
fun.
the logo.
Fun.
Oh shit! I literally forgot my train of thought.
The Truth Behind
Oh.
Illusion logo.
Ordered a lightweight hoodie with the
Mhm.
tornado tag on it. I got an extra large.
Mhm.
Does not fit
Not a
me.
lot.
Oh,
Does
boy.
not fit Heidi. So
Oh,
it's like
It's a little tight.
I haven't.
it does
tried,
not fit either one of us.
I haven't tried my lightweight.
so
So-
the sizing's off.
Yeah.
That
So if you
one.
get the lightweight hoodie, unless I just got
the
botched.
lightweight zip, and mine's fine.
Yeah.
So I don't-
So if it
Oh, it's a pullover.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's real. It's tight. So if one of you
Yeah.
three, if whatever it fits, you can have.
Okay.
I don't know if I got a botch size, but if you do get the lightweight hoodies from T Public, be cautious. I kind of got
Maybe
a
go
botch
a size up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or
There you
two.
go.
I'm
Oh,
pretty
geez.
sure mine fits. I have to
Wow.
double check it.
I
Do they have
find
a
that
size chart on there?
yeah,
There should be one.
the
Yeah.
t-shirts fit very good.
Oh, and
Yeah,
they
they
just
do.
made travel cups like tumblers
Oh, yeah, that,
on
that
okay.
one's
T
cool.
on Teespring. I didn't put them up yet, but that's coming soon.
Nice.
Cool.
I have to
They just-
get one.
They keep adding new products for us to put on, but the ones I've unlocked, they haven't put on the merch, like hats and beanies and all that
Yeah.
stuff. Like
Yeah.
they can't get any of that yet, but we're working.
That's
on it.
weird.
Yeah.
Get there. One step at a time.
Exciting. So let's get into our
I
topic
was gonna
today.
start humming the Zelda music.
The-
Oh, we should have put it
the
on.
franchise of Zelda.
Would we be able, I don't think we'd be able to do that?
Oh no,
No.
probably not. But it would be great.
Illegal.
Even him humming it would probably get us hit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For the
Yeah.
2
You gotta
seconds
change it.
until
No,
we get
no, my
cut.
song goes den 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 den.
Yeah. We'll go right to court with that too.
See,
So-
it is off a little.
So while you guys are hanging out with us in the chat, what is your favorite Zelda game? Who's your favorite Zelda character from the franchise? Is it Link? Is it Zelda? How long did it take? for
Is
you
it
to-
The same
Sora?
person.
Yeah.
Kirby.
How long?
Well,
did
which
it,
Zora? Which
Yeah.
Zora actually? Yes.
how long
Well,
did
isn't
it
there
take
one
you?
named Sora? Sora? A girl?
No, that's Kingdom Hearts.
Mm,
Yeah.
No.
Don't know
Mifa
that one either.
and then Sidon.
No, that's the Disney.
I'm
game.
trying to think because
I
there's
think you'd
different
like
ones in
that one.
different games. I'll look
That's
it up.
true. That's true. I didn't put them all in. I had to cut so heads up, this is a very long topic.
Yeah.
I am very detail oriented, which you will find out.
Supernatural?
Sorry, no sorry.
I've actually watched a couple episodes before. Yeah.
I watched the Scooby Doo one,
Did you?
Oh, that's a good one. You picked a good episode.
I'm-
Um,
and then I
good.
watched an actual episode.
Very good.
One
Be-
episode?
Be
Yeah,
honest
one
with us in the chat, whatever you're watching. Are you a person who it took you many years to find out that you were actually playing as Link and not Zelda and called Link
I
Zelda?
thought they were
And
the
I'm gonna be
same.
so mad at you.
I thought they were
You're
the
gonna
same
see me
person.
rage.
I did
That happens more than
Oh no, they're not.
it happens more times than you think.
like that Jeopardy or
I
not
get
Jeopardy?
so mad.
That wasn't Jeopardy. Who was
Um,
Princess Zorlda?
Yeah.
And who was Dinky Kang?
Yeah.
I can't stand
Dinky
it.
Kang.
Dinky Kang.
Dinky Kang.
Princess
Can't
Zorlda, and it's like
stand it.
Sonic, and I was like, oh.
Let's dive
Is
into
that
it.
the,
Bree.
like the Great Value version?
Yeah.
Oh yes. Oh, so we have What is this that we have?
Brian let us borrow this tonight to show
Yeah,
off. This is
super
the
cute.
collector's
Let's talk
edition
about
of The
this.
Legend of Zelda complete season of the cartoon.
Which is horrible.
And Brian says it's fucking terrible.
It is terrible, and Link is an ass.
If-
Link is an ass.
if
Why is he so big?
if
Isn't
a
he,
fan-
little in the game?
Tells you that it's awful, then it's awful.
I will say this. He looks cool on the cover.
Well,
Well,
the
he's not
animation
cool
isn't
in
bad.
he's not cool in the.
Zelda kind of has an outfit like that, but like in Ganondorf's the big pig one. So it's like
Sometimes,
So-
sometimes Zelda
Weird.
does
A
not
more
look like a
muscular
really
Peter
cool looking
Pan.
character. He's a
He
little,
looks like
he's
You mean
a little,
Link?
Link,
mean
yeah.
Link?
one
Oh
of
my
the
God.
bad
Link
boys
is a
from,
little. Sometimes he looks a little too
Aladdin.
elfish,
Turtle or
and he doesn't look
something?
like a
Oh,
badass.
it
in the-
depends.
Yeah.
I mean, they
I
never
see.
try to make him look too like gritty or anything. He's always has elf ears. So
Yes.
does Zelda.
But
You
there,
know?
there's sometimes when you see him, they have the
Kind of.
cool art, and he's like, oh, and he looks like a badass.
Well, and then sometimes he's real
Why is he so
cartoony, like
big?
Wind Waker.
yeah,
Like really
I
super.
don't know.
cartoony.
Isn't he supposed to be an elf?
So
we have
some
too many
games he's
conversations
little.
going on here. Go
Some
ahead.
games he's
Yeah.
like an adult. It depends on which game
And-
you play.
And sometimes he's pink.
Not
he
all
is never
hair.
pink.
Not
Not-
pink. When he's Kirby.
Oh
not all
God.
elves are.
I don't
Link.
understand anything.
Yeah. So let's get into the history of Zelda here.
All
Yeah, I
right.
want to learn some things other than I can Falcon punch him.
Shigeru
Oh,
Miyamoto
God. I'm
is
gonna-
the Japanese guy that made it. So
I actually found, I don't know if it's in our notes. My notes wasn't working for a day or two, and it actually just pulled up. But I heard something interesting about how he came up with the idea of Zelda.
Oh yeah, I have that.
watched
I have that in
Yu-Gi-Oh.
here.
Yeah. All right. go ahead.
No, Yu-Gi-Oh.
No.
No.
He looks an awful lot like the Celtic Guardian.
I don't know.
Who's
what
the
that is
Celtic
either.
Guardian?
I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to tell you. He looks an awful lot like Link or Zelda or whatever.
Oh, and Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah.
Ugh.
All I know is the guy with the spiky lightning bolt
Oh,
hair.
the blonde guy. Is that who you're
Yugi.
referring to?
No. This is a card in the game.
Oh, okay. Well, he'll pull that up.
Yeah.
And
I have no idea. What
well,
we're
this has
talking
been around since 1986, so I don't think they're related. I think they
35th
ripped off-
anniversary this
That's
year.
right. That's
Just
right.
Speculating.
Guess what
they
that
make a
means?
special game.
about.
My 35th anniversary this year. I
Whoa.
was born in '86.
How about that?
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do remember seeing the first copy of the game,
Mhm.
that gold cartridge.
Mhm. I have it.
So what?
Yeah, I won't. I don't want to say anything more about it until we get to it. But go ahead.
All
Okay,
right.
it does look like Link.
Let's
A
see.
little bit. It looks more like an evil. I've never seen. I
Little
don't
bit.
know much
Oh.
about Yu-Gi-Oh.
Like the
I like-
Hyrule Rule Warrior or whatever. The
Hyrule.
He's got a sword. He's got green. He's got the long hair.
Dynasty
Does he
Warriors
have
ripoff.
elf
There you go,
ears?
yeah.
He does have elf ears. Yeah.
And what year did he come out?
I don't know. Whenever Yu-Gi-Oh came out.
Late 90s, early 2000s.
Kids WB cartoon Saturday morning.
Look
That's when
up
it
your
came out.
bird.
All right. So he ripped off Link, not the other way around.
Probably
So, as you will now know, who came first? It was Link.
the egg.
Link was the egg.
This
Yes.
is an Easter thing.
Yes. Yes.
Just one fact though, in any Zelda games, you do not fuck with the chickens.
No, and I have that in
Oh.
here. I do have that in
Don't
here.
do it.
Good
Bad
to
things
know.
happen.
So, the information in here is a mixture from Wikipedia, Game Radar,
Okay.
and my personal knowledge and obsession of this game.
A few podcasts I found too were interesting. I was trying to find a
Oh.
podcast that like talked about the history of the game,
Mhm.
and not as easy to find as you think. But there are many podcasts that are dedicated to only talking about Link
Really?
and Zelda and the
Wow.
whole franchise. There's actually an entire podcast where they do a Dungeons and Dragons run
Oh, I'm sure there's probably tons of them.
based on the franchise
Oh.
of Zelda.
Oh,
I
bet that's
tried to make
fun.
Link one time. Like you got the classes you can get
Yeah.
warrior and then put points in like sword and have a boomerang and everything.
So
I
Yeah.
also tried to make Simon Belmont too from Castlevania.
So yeah, there's a whole podcast that you can. I will pull up real quick while she's going through it. But it's a whole podcast you can listen to that is all based on that franchise.
Did you know Barack Obama has a podcast?
No.
I just learned that today.
The
Oh, good for
Champions
him.
Cast,
Oh, yeah.
Zelda
I'll tell you
Dungeons
about that.
podcast. There's a few of them. Another Zelda podcast, Zelda Dungeon. There's,
Oh, Zelda Dungeon's a really good website. I go to them a lot.
Yeah.
I did not consult them for this, but should have. They're very good.
All right, let's get into it.
All right.
For the
So-
fifth time.
Hey, who was the one that brought up podcasts about something else?
That has nothing to do with it. Yeah, it's okay. It's all right. No worries. So, this popular game series was created for Nintendo by two game developers by the names of,
Shigeru Miyamoto.
thank you, and
I don't know the other guy.
I got it, Takashi Tezuka.
6ix9ine.
Did he make Pac-Man?
No, but he created an asteroid style shooting.
So he
game.
created most of the most of the Nintendo big games. Mario,
Donkey Kong.
yeah, all the
Yeah.
big ones.
Oh, these guys did as well?
Miyamoto did. Yeah.
Miyamoto.
He was like
Oh.
the president, if he's not still the president, like he's like the head honcho for Nintendo.
Yeah, that's great. They hail from Japan. Although it is a wonderful fantasy series that was made mainly for Nintendo, you can also find some versions of this game series on Capcom, Grezzo, and Vanpol. I'm not familiar with the last two, but Capcom I know.
Yeah, interesting. That's a cool thing I learned about this while researching too. Not every game was commissioned by Nintendo. A few other companies have taken it and made their own a version.
Yeah, like they would license it out. Like
Yeah.
how with Fallout, when whoever made New Vegas. You
Yeah.
know how that Bethesda didn't make that like.
Yep. Pretty cool. Did not know that.
Yeah.
But the 3DO games, you could just ignore those because they're horrible.
The 3D what?
3DO was a system, CD system, and they licensed
Oh, yeah,
Zelda games for it, but Nintendo didn't make them. Somebody else did, and they're kind of like cartoony,
that Dungeons and Dragon game,
like
whatever.
push a button and the cartoon will do this. You know, like Dragon's Lair. It's like
Dragon's
that,
Lair, yeah.
and they're awful. Angry Video Game Nerd does a thing on it, so avoid the CDI Zelda games, and there's 3 of them.
Okay.
Kojo Kondo composed this beautiful music that we hear throughout the series. This music is used throughout the entire series and in different ways. In the gameplay is what I mean by that. Some notable games for this in the series is Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask. If anyone knows or has played this game before, Link does use an ocarina often, and you have
that's
to
the
use
thing with the holes.
Yes.
Yeah.
You get them at the
For
Ren
those of you
Fair.
who don't know, the Ren Fair. They're like
A little flute thingy.
kind of like round pieces that have a bunch of holes in it, and they have a little mouthpiece. It's kind of like a flute.
I wanted to buy one at the Ren Fair and
no.
you said no.
Yeah.
They are cool.
They are cool.
Yeah,
I'd
yeah.
love one.
You're like a child. Like
I was like, oh, that's a cool little like a piece from like a video game thing, and you're like, I
And
don't care.
actually, I'm pretty sure a lot of the places at the Ren Fair give you a little sheet music, and
Yep.
most of the time it's
Yeah.
Zelda music.
Yeah, like the time one. Yeah. What? How is?
One of the best songs in
Yeah.
Ocarina
So-
of Time.
In Ocarina of Time, because you get the ocarina, different songs do different things,
Mhm.
Yeah.
and they could transport Link or make him old or young.
And it was kind of it was very
And-
rock band-esque.
Yeah, and the C button, if
The-
you remember,
the-
64 had the 4 buttons.
Yes.
Different would be different notes, and if you push the thing, it'd be like high pitch, low pitch, and you could.
Yep.
So it's pretty cool.
Remember your yellow C buttons were C up, C down, C left, C right?
Yeah.
So you would use those to play the song.
Yeah,
Oh.
and it would show sheet music, and it wasn't
Mhm.
kind of like Rock Band. It was like
Mhm.
up, left, right. And
Okay.
And 64, both the Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask, both 64
Yes.
games, right?
yes,
Yeah, both of them.
Both were very, very popular.
Yes, they
Yeah.
were.
Second one very divided.
Oh, I love Majora's
among
Mask.
people.
Yeah.
Me and my, or I should say, my one friend and I absolutely love Majora's Mask, and we still talk about it today.
Angry Video Game Nerd did a good video on that. Yeah, I think it's awful.
Is that the heart mask?
Yeah,
Like
like,
the
like,
spikes.
like the weird thing. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, and the funky looking moon.
Mm.
So yeah, like Andy said, you would use it for different functions. Zelda's Lullaby is a really pretty song in Ocarina of Time. Then there's Epona's song, which is his horse, and would call his horse yeah, you could do all kinds of
He
fun
calls
stuff.
his horse.
His
Yeah.
horse.
Oh,
His horse, Epona.
I thought this was a kid's game.
It is. Well, it's for all ages.
One of the first like games too, or I believe, or the first time in the series where Link rides a horse.
Yes.
Oh,
Mhm.
okay.
Ocarina of Time, yes.
Mm-hmm. So there has been at least one, if not more than one, Zelda game for every Nintendo console from the original Nintendo system up into the current system, the Switch.
Mhm.
Just so everybody knows, in case nobody's familiar with it. That's why I put that in there. On 2/21/86, Nintendo released the first ever Zelda game on their first game system, the Nintendo Entertainment System, NES. This game is called The Legend of Zelda. Since then, 19 Zelda games have been released. And I think that's not, I don't believe that counts the remakes and like the, like how we're getting Skyward Sword again this year. I don't think it's
I
counting
think
those
Mario
types.
and Zelda are the only two franchises I think that might have a title that was on every.
The only one is the Virtual Boy, but that's awful, so that don't count.
Oh, so there was no Virtual Boy game.
There was a Mario Tennis and there's a Wario World, but there's no Zelda game.
Oh,
Yeah, I wasn't counting that.
Yeah, no, but it's
Yeah.
it's pretty bad.
yeah.
You know when you're looking at it, it's all red and black.
Yes.
It's. I want one. I don't have one, but it's pretty bad.
Yeah, I've never
But
played
every
that.
other system, yes.
Yeah, I wasn't counting that one. Just like the major systems,
Yeah.
So where was I? Oh, so there has been a cartoon developed and released. This one right here. And there's been a popular manga release, which I actually have copies of, and I should have brought it. I don't know why I didn't bring it. That's really good, actually. It's pretty popular. It's really good. The art's really good. The story's good. So the series is definitely considered one of the most popular Nintendo franchises of all time, and some of the games in this delightful, fun series have even been called some of the greatest games of all time, and that's like ranked on different lists.
Yeah.
Ocarina of Time, I believe, got a 10.
It did.
That year that came out, Metal Gear Solid came out for PlayStation 1, that also got a 10.
Yeah.
I'm
Wow.
pretty sure. And they came out in 1997.
So the
or
cool thing
96.
with Zelda, Zelda actually revolutionized console gaming because it was one of the first ones where they were porting it over. It was first on a system. Andy might be able to help me. That's the one with the red box on top of the other box, and it was like the grayish red. It was
So
like
that's the Japanese version of the Nintendo.
Nintendo.
It's called the Famicom.
yes.
And it'll say like Family Computer on it. It was just a Japanese Nintendo.
So when that was getting transported to America, it had like a little bit of a hard drive or memory thing on it, so the game didn't have to produce the memory to run the game. So when they made the game for America, they had to redesign the system to and the game cartridges. So they actually had to put the memory chip, a battery in the actual console.
Is that
I mean, in the actual game itself, cartridge to run the game. So a lot of those.
So you could save because there was nothing to save because of the technology then.
So is that different than the red piece that they added, like the adapter piece?
No, we're talking regular Nintendo.
No,
not
there's
64.
Yeah, the regular.
Gotcha.
That
So
was the expansion.
By
pack.
64, they all had saved it.
That red expansion pack did nothing but fix Donkey Kong.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it added a couple graphical improvements to like 3 games.
Yeah. But no, when they made the original Nintendo, pretty much that game revolutionized the way.
There was no saving; it was all password.
Yeah,
Passcode.
the only way you
Yeah.
could save games was through a PC. Like home consoles didn't have a save point. Like you couldn't play Atari and save.
There's
your
no hard
progress.
drive.
Yeah.
Back in the day.
Yep. So that was
And there was no memory cards yet either.
Mhm.
So it was all saves to the battery to the game.
Yeah, and Zelda was one of the first games to really do that. And it was a game that when it came out, it was released on a gold cartridge.
So
Yeah.
if you were to play that game now, would it still save?
Yes,
should.
some of the batteries still are lasting.
Okay, because
Yeah.
like I know with the Pokemon cartridges for the Game Boy Color, that's like you just pop the battery out and put
Yeah.
it back in.
Yeah,
but
you could do that.
Mine still don't save.
Oh, really?
Oh,
So
really?
I wasn't sure if it.
Yeah, some
like,
don't, and you can even just way to like hook up their computer and import the save.
Yeah.
If you really, because if you take the battery out, the game dies. You know, but they
Right.
put the battery back in, and it comes back alive. So it's like the save goes away, but you can.
Yeah.
In
Yeah.
particular about it.
So I
Very
wasn't sure
interesting.
if it was the same kind of like.
Yeah, it's
concept.
exactly the same.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a very interesting thing for me to learn about. It was like, oh shit, I didn't realize that. And I guess Zelda was one of the first games to do that because
Yeah, and you got to think back then, you didn't have games that you played for 50 hours. You know? You'd sit down and play the game and beat it. And there's 8 levels, and it takes you, 20 minutes.
and the if I'm starting to dive into your thing a little bit, stop me.
Yeah, I do
Um,
have that later, like where we
well,
talk
I was
about
saying-
the first save.
Well, also the developers, some of the developers were telling him that he had to change the way the game was
Hmm
because of you have that in your notes.
I believe so.
Okay,
I
I'll hold off.
have a
then.
lot in here.
Yeah, I'll hold off then.
I covered a lot. That's why it's so long, but that's okay. So where was I here? Oh, okay. The Legend of Zelda series follows several characters in each game, but the main characters are always Link, Zelda, and Ganondorf. Sometimes Ganondorf is referred to as Ganon.
Okay, so what Ganondorf is the humanized version, and when he turns into the pig monster, then he's Ganon.
Yeah,
So that's the guy on the back of this.
yes.
Yeah. So when he's
Okay.
well, that's a really shitty version. But
Yeah,
yeah,
I didn't see. What does he
So-
look like in there again?
in Smash Brothers,
Oh,
when he
yeah.
has the big nose,
Weird
but he's like jacked, that's
Mhm.
Ganondorf.
Dorf. Yep.
And then when
And
he
he's
turns
human.
like super evil, he's the big pig monster, and he's Ganon, which is
Mm.
the main boss of the first one.
Mhm.
They didn't do Ganondorf yet.
And then, like in later games, he's like a demon king. I'm going to go into that in a little bit here. So then I have section 2, OG characters and general storyline. I have it broken down. Excuse me.
Yeah.
2 sections. Yeah. Okay. So as we all know, Link is a young swordsman from a small town that differs depending on the game you are playing, or sometimes a knight of Hyrule, depending on the game. Sorry, I keep messing up here.
If you need help, let me know.
Oh, that's okay. I just have a lot. He has also used various other weapons that you seek throughout the series, which include but are not limited to a bow and arrow, a slingshot, a boomerang, bombs, and the always coveted Master Sword.
The hook
One
shot.
second. So real
I have
quick,
the hook
I
shot
just
in
really
a
want to put out here.
different section.
So we changed this format of the show to do this topic style instead of doing just like, hey, we played this game, watch this movie. So we are still new to the note taking thing. I even myself, I read and I stumble and I fall.
Mhm.
If it really bothers you,
Yes, go into that.
we understand, but we are still figuring things out. So be patient with us. We're trying this format to, even if you're not into a topic for either this show or wrestling, I feel like you can pick something up from it, and not just you as the audience. A lot of us on the show didn't have a lot of knowledge on this topic as well.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of fun this way. So just giving
Yeah.
a quick little disclaimer.
So I have a question while we're at a pause. Why the bomb? Like I get the crossbow, I get the sword, I get the shield. Why a bomb?
Bombs
Get a bomb.
are to blow up walls that have cracks in
Yes.
it because the dungeon has hidden passageways.
Okay,
Yeah.
So that's what the
It doesn't
bomb.
seem like it fits.
that's what I mean.
Other
Like it doesn't seem to fit.
weapons.
It's very
the
much like
aesthetic.
Bomberman. If you ever played Bomberman,
I have.
It's like the cartoony bomber. He's like, "Bloop."
I just mean like to me, it's like a Renaissance world,
Yeah.
and to have
Have
like
bombs back?
a grenade,
Well,
essentially,
it's gunpowder
right.
and the thing
Yeah.
that you're lighting fuse. So it's not like a futuristic grenade. It's like
Right.
the old cartoon, like we're gonna light this and.
I mean, I've seen it in Smash Brothers where you like do the
Yeah.
targets and he has to like throw it up and different things.
So I
Yeah.
mean, I
But-
don't think it's too futuristic. I think it fits. I mean,
I think so.
maybe
Yeah.
King Arthur
And
doesn't have
some
a bomb,
bosses
but-
you need to use the bomb because you can't get close.
or you stun
Yes.
them like
Okay.
like
So-
it'll be like a caterpillar and the bomb will flip
Does-
it over and then you hit it and it's weak spot.
Does
Or they
he
have the armor.
in the actual game the boomerang thing?
Yes,
does?
He always has boomerang
And he actually has at some point he gets a sword that you can throw. He can throw swords too.
with the pen.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It is crazy to think because if you go back and you like just watch gameplays of those older videos and the game itself, very simple but also very complex, like the fighting mechanics and the way
Yeah, because you just had your sword,
Mhm.
attack. But you could put. It was one of the first games where you can pick what B and A do. So you can equip your
Oh.
weapon for
Mhm.
B or A. Put your sword in whatever hand you feel, and that would be like sword and boomerang, sword and shield. You push A and then your shield comes up.
Yeah.
So
That's cool.
it was one of the first games to do that,
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
It was
and it was also like, here you go.
yeah, it did. You literally at the start of the
Yeah.
game, it pretty much walks you to pick up your first item, like your sword, and the game's like, "Good luck,"
Have fun.
and it just lets you go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so it was like the first open world game.
Yeah.
Kind.
Yeah,
I mean, now
absolutely.
don't think Grand Theft Auto because it wasn't
Yeah.
huge. It was Nintendo, so
Super cute though. And also there's various like forms of the bomb. You have the bomb chews, the bomb flowers, bomb chews, you put it down and it kind of like just goes like all over the map, like a little mouse. They're
Mhm.
cute.
Yeah.
The bomb chews, yeah.
Wait, is that the thing with the arms, legs, and little face?
no, not Bob Bomb.
Oh,
Or
That's
Bob.
Mario.
okay.
So it looks like a
Listen,
little
I know nothing.
Some
I'm gonna
Mario,
ask some dumb questions.
some Mario
Be
No,
ready.
you're fine.
So-
You're
some-
okay.
some Mario character made an appearance in Zelda.
Yes, that is true actually, which I don't have covered.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. I thought I had everything.
I watched a lot of stuff. I don't know much about it, but I researched. I did a lot of
Yeah.
research.
And this is a great topic too, one of the best games ever.
I've
I'm
only
gonna
been
stand by
playing it
that.
since I'm like 10, so
The best game ever.
I know a lot.
Yeah, I've been playing since second grade, so I would have been look how old are you? Like 7, 8? Yeah.
It definitely the original game definitely grabbed your attention. Like you seen Mario and you're like Mario, but you're like, what's that gold game?
Yeah, because it's shiny gold, and then when you play, it's like, well, this isn't like, go left and right. This is go wherever I want.
Mhm.
No?
See, I'm not big on those kinds. I need to know where I'm supposed to go and
Yeah, some
what I'm
people don't
supposed
like
to
that.
do.
Side
I
scroller.
don't like the open
Some people
world.
also don't like when there's lots of buttons and like,
Mhm.
you can do lots of stuff.
Sometimes simpler is better.
It
Yeah,
is.
sometimes
It all
it is.
depends. Like sometimes the wrestling games are too much for people.
I
Like,
just
well,
need,
this
like,
is
a
too much
mission.
controls.
I need to know what I
Mhm.
need to do.
Well, that's kind of why I got the Mario Deluxe or whatever game, because it's basically a new side scroller.
Yeah, I want to play that.
it's just- it's fun.
And it comes with the Luigi one for the Wii as well.
It does. Mhm.
Oh,
If you buy
Yeah.
it, you get 2 games in one.
okay.
Oh, like that.
Well, it kind of is the
Mario
remat. It's the revamp version of the Wii
new
U.
Super
Yeah.
Mario Bros. Wii, whatever.
Yeah, because the Wii didn't sell very well, and now people when they want to play those games, they're like, "Oh,
Yeah.
well, I didn't play it on the Wii," so they're kind of just rebranding Wii games for the
Mhm.
for the Sw- for
especially the Wii U, 'cause they were
Switch.
really low.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was one of the few that had a Wii U because I have it. I pretty much since the Super Nintendo, I've had every Nintendo system. But
I
that
love
weird one you
Nintendo, but I was
mentioned.
like, I'm gonna skip this.
I got it.
I
We
didn't
got it
skip it.
really, really late, and we got it cheap.
The Wii U or the Wii?
The Wii U,
Okay,
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I stopped
Wait,
at the
yeah, it
Wii.
was like a black console.
that's the one with the
the
tablet.
big tablets
Yeah.
controller.
Mm.
We didn't play
I
it
thought
very
it was
often.
fine. I thought
We
it
didn't
was
have
That
a lot
was
of games.
Nintendo's second bomb. Obviously, Virtual Boy was first, and the Wii U was the second.
yeah. Virtual Boy, I never
What they
had.
made up for it was kind of like a training Switch. Well, we want to do this.
Yes, a training
And
switch.
it's like maybe we'll do this. It's like we didn't get it, but they got the Switch.
All right, so
Thank you, Dan. Dan wishes everybody on the podcast a happy Easter. So thank you, Dan.
oh, thank
Thanks.
you. Same to you. So then, in addition to his, armory of weapons, he also has various gear he seeks out, such as metal boots, a hook shot, different colored tunics that have different abilities, a hang glider, which was added in Breath of the Wild, and a shield to go with his master sword.
And a fairy.
And yep, she's listed in
Navi.
her characters.
Yeah.
She's listed in
Tinkerbell?
characters.
Listen,
Yeah, she's not really a weapon. She's more like a guide, and some people love her, some people hate
Said
her.
Tinkerbell.
I love her.
Yeah.
well, she's just a
Little pink
she's
thing.
a little ball of light with wings.
That's
Yeah.
all she is.
So
Super cute.
Tinkerbell.
Yeah.
I love her. And the diehard Zelda fans, like it's kind of split. Like a lot of people love her, but a lot of people hate her. So it depends. But I like her. I
She
think
was
she's
kind
great.
of annoying Akari at the time because she would buzz around you when you get her, and then when you find something secret, she'd go, I'm like, hey, Hey, look, listen. Hey. It's like,
Same
shut up.
tail.
Is it as annoying as Baby Mario in the Yoshi games? When you every
I
time you
don't-
lose
Oh, the
Mario,
Yoshi,
you're
yeah.
you're like,
It
fuck.
can be,
I
but
don't
like,
find either
if she says
annoying.
hey and you go right over to it, she stops. So
Yeah.
I mean, it's not,
Yeah.
I was never.
Tails in that one
So-
where he followed you. I hated that.
But he didn't talk though.
Oh,
One
yeah,
Sonic where he just like followed you all the time.
she can't play Sonic 2 because
Really?
she hates Tails.
Oh God.
Oh, I love
I
Tails.
hate
He's
that
so
following me all
adorable.
the
That's the
time.
only game she plays. She'll play Sonic all day long.
Oh, Sonic's
I'm
fun.
not good at any other game.
So you can do a Sonic topic.
I was good at what was the oh, what's his name?
Sonic's hard for
Knuckles?
me.
Spyro.
No. Yeah, well,
Princess
yeah, but
Sally?
I get sick of that one because I can't find the things I'm supposed to find, and then I quit.
Here's a quick funny gaming story. So there was one time where I just got this is when like gaming headsets were getting popular, and I went and got a gaming headset, and we were living in this house,
Oh.
and she's like, "You are so obnoxiously loud when you have your headphones in. Like you're screaming at everything. Like you're an asshole. Like stop it." So I'm downstairs with my gaming headset, and she's upstairs in the bedroom, and I had another system up there. And I have my gaming noise canceling headphones on and I'm hearing and I'm like, what the fuck is that noise? So I do like a one ear and I hear "Ah!" and I go upstairs and Heidi's laying on the bed on her belly with the gaming headset on playing like a Call of Duty, screaming at the top of her lungs at the TV because she can't hear herself. And I flicked her and I was like, yo, and she goes, what? I was like, you're fucking loud. And she goes, oh, yeah, yeah. Heidi's introduction to gaming headsets.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Oh, look.
She learned. Yeah.
Oh, that's all right. Yeah, you have to get used to that. I never use gaming headsets. I just play it normally, I guess. Also, I do have Navi mentioned a little bit here, then a little bit in the supporting characters. So where was I? Oh, it's his duty to always fight for Zelda and Hyrule, protect her and save her in some way. Sometimes he travels to other lands or other parts of Hyrule to save this country and Zelda. He may meet other characters that aid him in this mission. One of them is the little fairy of Navi, which we already talked about, and we'll mention her later. Many people love her, other people hate her, and as I said, other characters
Tinkle.
will be. Yep, I have.
Her
I
name's
have her.
Tinkle.
No, there's
And
a
what do
dude
you
named
mean?
Tinkle.
Oh,
I have him mentioned. Yeah, he's in the supporting characters.
He's a guy that wants to be a fairy, so he
Yes.
dresses up like one.
Mhm.
So he's Tinkle.
Yeah.
Bell?
Tinkle? Nope.
He looks like a short little fat guy in a weird
With a
fairy
creepy
costume.
mustache.
Yeah.
Yes.
Another thing I just want to quick interrupt because I forgot to do it earlier in the episode. Today is actually Nikolai's birthday.
And that was
Yeah.
yesterday.
Well, it's your birthday.
it was
It's your
yesterday.
birthday
Yeah.
episode.
Birthday
yeah, it's
week.
birthday episode.
It's
Yeah.
your birthday episode.
Happy
So
birthday. It is
so-
your
Yes.
birthday.
Happy
it
birthday.
is your birthday.
Happy
We hung up.
birthday.
We hung up your office banner. We said it. We have this. It is your birthday banner from the office. We will hang it up for everyone's birthday,
There we go.
and we'll pretty much leave it up because in a couple of weeks, it'll
Yeah.
be Andy's birthday.
Yeah, I think
That's
it'll
right.
be 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Exactly, right?
Yeah.
24th? Saturday. So 23rd.
It should be the next
Yeah.
not cool in high school. Yeah.
Mhm.
Interesting.
Yes.
All right. So happy birthday, Nikolai. Everyone say in the chat, happy birthday, Nikolai.
Happy birthday.
Yeah.
Or get out.
Thank
No.
you.
Good
Then
birthday.
Everyone would stop listening.
So next here in the main characters, I have Zelda. She's the beautiful blonde raiding princess of Hyrule who takes over after her father dies due to the
Oh, that's not the
chaos.
character you play as?
Oh, Zelda's the
No.
girl.
That's who you saved.
I thought that was Princess Peach.
Zelda is the blonde princess with long flowing hair in a pink and white dress.
That's Princess Peach.
I didn't like Peach.
All
I
I'm
like
saying
Daisy.
is-
What's her
Zelda
name?
or
Daisy.
Peach?
Yeah.
Pink
Peach.
and white.
All I'm going to
Pink and
say
white,
is this
not just
confusion
pink.
has never happened in a Mario game.
Well,
I don't even understand why. You can clearly see the
I don't know, but
difference.
why would you think a
Clearly.
guy's name is Zelda?
Exactly.
Why? Oh wait, never mind.
He's played by a guy, but
Yeah.
he's playing a girl.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, no, my friend
I
Andy
don't know.
definitely
I
played a
didn't
character
think-
named Zelda.
I didn't
In
think
general.
Zelda was like a specifically girl's name. I didn't know.
I always thought it
I think
was.
it's a great name. I don't think
It is a
I
great
thought
like
it
name.
was
yeah.
the guy. I didn't know.
For non-Zelda fans, you would think it's the guy.
Yeah.
No, you wouldn't.
When
You would
you-
never.
I
Zelda
would, actually.
Fitzgerald. We're gonna get to that.
I thought it was.
She is named after
Guy.
Zelda Fitzgerald.
Yeah.
I don't
Just so
know- I
everybody
don't know who that
knows.
is.
I don't know who that is either.
Well, you're all gonna learn.
She's a blue.
You should
Should've
know
learned
as a theater.
today.
She's an actress. Theater major should know that.
Gonna learn.
Well, I
today.
think back then people thought that the game was always named after the main character.
Yes.
Nowadays it's not like that because you don't say, "Oh, there's Assassin's Creed."
Mhm.
When, oh, that's Ezio. You know?
Yeah.
Oh, there's Gears of War. No, that's Marcus Phoenix.
Honestly, that's
That's
probably
Master
why.
Chief. You don't say there's Halo.
Well,
Yeah.
I wouldn't say that. Final Fantasy is not named after one person.
But what if every Mario game, like the very first Mario game,
Mhm.
like The Adventures of Princess Peach?
There is.
yeah.
There is a game named after her.
But the entire time you're playing as Mario, saving her.
Yeah, I don't think there'll be confusion.
Yeah, because I guess Princess Peach is very like,
Oh,
oh, that's a
princess.
feat. That's a
Yeah, you know,
yeah.
yeah. Now, if it was like The Adventures of Jamie and what's their like name that could go either way?
Ashley.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
Jamie and Ash.
Ashley-
Yeah. You're
Ashley's-
like, well,
Down.
Ashley's Adventure, and then
Yeah.
you turn on the game and you're playing as this
but
boy
hey,
who's
Metroid was out a year later, and you
See-
don't play as Metroid.
That one threw me. That's a girl.
Yeah, you play Samus
Yeah.
Aran.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Samus. Yeah.
Metroid is the bad guy, so
Yeah.
See,
I don't think people.
I thought it was a cool. I
understood
think
how
I
they
think it's
worked
a
yet.
very different move, and I
Yeah.
think it later on in the franchise it pays off.
But now
there are
it's-
people who to this day they'd still
Definitely.
get confused.
I know, but
yeah. Well, it's like the Legend of Zelda because what we're gonna find out later that
mean-
Zelda is a reincarnation of one of the goddesses of the world of Hyrule. So
Well,
that's why it's the Legend of Zelda.
nowadays most games are not named after the main character.
No,
Mortal
it's,
Kombat,
it's like a franchise. name.
Halo,
Yeah.
Uncharted. I mean, you just go on God of War.
Yeah.
But that one's named after the main character. God
What?
of War. He's the God of War.
Yeah, but
well,
he
then it would be
wasn't.
called Ares. Then it
wasn't.
would be
Yeah.
called Ares slash
Yeah.
Kratos.
no slash Mars, depending if you're doing Roman or Greek. Just
Kinda-
throwing it out there.
I want to go on a sidebar, but Kratos is kind of an asshole.
He is.
Okay.
I never played, so I don't
Not
know.
a good human.
No.
Yeah.
Until you get to that new
He's
one,
not-
then
he
it's like,
wasn't
okay, now he's
human, was he?
redeemable. Okay.
I don't know.
Okay, Zelda, the princess.
Which one is she again?
The beautiful princess with a beautiful white and pink dress and a little
That's
like
Peach. We talked about this.
she has a blue stone on her dress that you could tell the difference. Look for the blue stone. I will
Wait
show
a minute.
everybody.
Peach
I will
has the
show
blue on
everybody.
her head.
No, she's
A crown, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
she's
doesn't she have a blue crystal in the?
yep in the crown, but
Blue or
also
red? Probably both.
yeah, yep. And then if you look at her dress closely, at the top of her dress, there's a blue little stone in it.
Peach?
That's how you
So
may
what
tell the
about
difference.
Zelda?
Zelda changes a little bit
copied-
because sometimes
Yeah.
she has like her adventure gear where she kind of looks similar to
Ninja.
Link, where she has like that.
She has like a blue
Ooh,
shirt and like
fancy.
tan pants.
Yeah.
Yep, in the Breath of the Wild, but in Ocarina of Time, she looks like a ninja.
Yeah, because she disguises herself as Sheik. It's like, who's Sheik? It's Zelda.
Yep, it's such a great. And
So,
also, she's a
which one is
pirate
this?
in
That's Zelda.
Wind Waker.
No, I know that's Zelda, but like between the
Oh, that's up.
is the
Breath of the
ninja
Wild.
or the
No. That's just her
Okay.
adventure.
Oh, Sheik. Type in.
I don't know who that
type
little
in
girl figured her name is.
Zelda as Sheik. Type in.
is that this?
That's regular Zelda.
Oh, okay.
That's
I
my
don't-
favorite Zelda
I don't know
outfit.
what any of it looks like. So
That's my favorite Zelda outfit. That's from
That's like the
Ocarina
main
of Time. Yeah,
Zelda.
yeah. Type in Zelda as
Have to
Sheik.
type Sheik Zelda. whatever.
Yeah, and she's
Sheik
gonna look
slash
like a
Zelda.
badass ninja. She's
Like a
also
nin-
in
like a-
Super Smash Brothers. You
Yeah.
can play a Sheik or a Zelda. There she is. Yep, there. That's her as Sheik.
Interesting.
Yeah, she looks like a ninja.
No, that's that timeline. So sometimes she's not.
Yeah.
It's weird.
It's this is a very convoluted game.
It's not like every game goes in order. or
like
it's like-
Mario. There's really
And
there's
also,
no order.
Yeah, you could play
Oh,
any
sorry.
Mario game. It's not like, oh, I didn't play 2, so I don't understand what's happened 3.
And sometimes I think a lot of the theory is too is that each game you're kind of reincarnated.
Yeah, that's what one of the theories was.
and if you want to see her in pirate form, type in Tetra from Wind Waker.
Tetris.
Tetra.
Tetris.
And you can see her in pirate form.
Yeah.
So Zelda, as I said, beautiful princess, blonde hair, not Peach, no stone in her dress.
I think we covered most of this as we were talking.
Yes. Okay. So she is Sheik, a ninja.
So
she
I
is
typed in
Tetra, a pirate.
and fish came up.
Apparently, it's also a breed of
It's just
fish.
fish.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
They're the ones that fight with each other.
Try Tetra in Wind Waker.
Yeah.
And Phantom Hourglass.
In Windbreaker.
Waker.
Wind. What?
But
Wind
what about Ganondorf?
Wind Waker. Yes. Wind Waker.
Gandalf?
Ganon, we'll say, slash Ganondorf, not Dolph, is an evil warlord who is always trying to take over Hyrule and the power of the Triforce. He is technically from Gerudo, which is a desert village. He becomes a demon king in some games, which also makes him a threat to be reckoned with. He aims to make the world a dark
Yeah.
place. Oh, I see some
There's
typos in
actually
here. I
2.
apologize. Which mirrors the Demon King image and powers.
And
So-
when we say Demon King, let's just get this one reference out of
yes,
the way.
go ahead.
Not Finn Balor.
No,
Anyway.
okay.
I didn't know where you were going with that. I thought you were going to get into like a spiritual discussion.
Yeah, no, we need at least one wrestling reference per show. And that was,
Oh, I love Finn Balor.
yeah, we got that out of the way.
Balor. I love him so much. Okay, so then what is all this talk of the Triforce you hear? And you've never heard of it? I will tell you. It's a golden relic made of 3 triangles that holds the powers of courage, wisdom, and power. It can be found in the Sacred Realm / Golden Land. It is created by the 3 ancient goddesses of Hyrule. Their names are Din, Faror, and Nehru. I like those names because they sound kind of Irish, and I'm Irish, so I really like them. When together, it grants 1 wish to the holder of it. When apart, 3 different people who embody, one of those 3 values
Wisdom, power, courage.
will have them, and it'll kind of like be like in their body somehow. That's the best way to describe it.
So how do they get them out?
It kind of just like comes out of them. I don't know how else to describe it. Like in a mission or like in a storyline, it kind of just pops out and it's like floating in the air.
Oh, okay.
Like the Green Lantern ring. It just gets bestowed onto
It's
somebody
something
else.
like
Oh, you mean when they die?
the absorbing of it,
Yeah.
of the powers.
And when it's found, it will automatically like grant a wish to the finder. However, they have to be worthy of the power it holds, or it will break up and seek out the people. So if it's not with somebody, it will like seek them out. The person who holds them will get to keep the one it most matches. It will grant any wish, but it cannot tell the difference if you're like good or evil. So that's why there's always like Ganon seeking these because he knows that it can't tell that he's evil, and that's why people always have to protect it because it just doesn't have a bias. It will just grant whatever wish.
And then when Gandalf gets 3 pieces, he's like Thanos. He can just end everything.
If
Mhm.
you want to think of it like Infinity Gems,
Yes.
it's like 3 Infinity Gems. Once you get it, you become all powerful.
Yeah, but you only get 1 wish.
You only get 1 wish, right? And then it like
So you're not really all
disassembles.
powerful. You got to make that 1 wish count.
Gandalf,
Mm.
he knows what he's doing.
And
Yeah.
What's weird on this cartoon, I noticed it's upside down.
Yes.
Which
doesn't
is
look like
weird.
it's wrong.
Are there rules? to
I
these
have-
wishes.
I have the Triforce
No.
and
No.
the wings of it tattooed on my back.
So like, could you bring somebody back to life?
Sure.
Okay, I didn't know if it was like a genie thing.
Yeah,
where
is
you're
it,
like,
are there like
you can't.
it's like
I don't
a-
think it has an actual like
Guidebook.
guide. Yeah.
Yeah, no, as far as I know, it doesn't.
For the most
Yeah.
part, Gandalf wants it so he can be the ultimate ruler of Hyrule.
Yeah.
Okay.
And to make the world a dark place that like
It's the
mirrors him.
it's the reality stone. from
Yeah.
Avengers.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just wants to make the whole world dark place. So yeah, and it's important to note that the sacred realm will become a reflection of his feelings, desires, etc. So that's why he wants it. And if you're a good person with good intentions, it becomes a paradise. So the world will be like a really nice, happy place. So that's what I have about the Triforce. So then I have gameplay. If you've played Zelda before, you know that Link will wake up in a small village, have someone calling out to him in most cases, and you will freely roam the world of Hyrule and sometimes other areas. You heard us talking before about like the Zoras. They're like a certain race. There's Gorgons. There's Ritos and the Gerudo village.
It's it's created a big universe. Like it's like a Lord of the Rings thing. You know,
Mm.
there are different races, peoples,
Yeah, it's like
locations.
the Hawk people in the new one. But
Yeah.
I forget what they're called.
Ritos.
Oh, is that okay?
Yeah,
The
little-
Gerudo, what Ganon is, that's like the desert people. And then the Gorgons are rock monsters.
Okay.
the fir-
Okay. Because that
yeah.
was my question. What's a Gorgon? Because
Yeah.
I only know that reference from Small Soldiers.
Oh.
Yeah. So
They're really cute.
the first game,
Archer is not in Zelda.
first
I'm
game
sure.
is very based on what was the Atari game where you had to go like a maze and find the key and then go here. And, I want to say Tempest, but I know that's
Haunted
wrong.
House.
No. It was like an adventure game.
Okay.
It was
was
Zelda.
it called Adventure? Because there is one.
It
actually
might be
called Adventure.
where pretty much you're a dot and you have to go through
Yeah,
all
I
the
go through-
obstacles,
yeah.
grab the key, go
Yeah.
here. You have to memorize up. You have to go
Yeah, 'cause
up
you
then
can go
left, then
for
down. Then
those
left.
that never play, you can go up, down, left, right.
Yeah.
rather
Wasn't
than
that
left, right.
in Ready Player One?
It might have been. It was.
the
It was
end?
one of the. It was
To
pretty
get the
much
final key.
what they described as the first adventure game.
I can see that.
But
it might
it-
be
wait.
called Adventure.
Isn't that the one where like if you start the game and you go back to the wall, it gives the secret thing?
You have to find
Whatever.
a certain key and put keys in the right location, and then you can go through a wall. And then the developer had his own secret
Okay.
message.
So yeah, that
so-
was at the end of Ready
Okay,
Player One.
so it's like Escape the Dungeon, basically.
Yes.
Very simplified.
Yeah, Zelda was very inspired from that,
I can see that. Yeah.
and but then also added a lot of RPG elements where you can like do stuff with that and like find pieces and you technically don't need to go find everything to finish the game, but it can help. And I guess there's not a huge different ending, but depending if you go and collect everything, like some people they want to do speed runs, and some people go and they try to collect every single item in the game. And
Not- like the ending really didn't change in the older ones because
Yeah. I think at the very end it just shows you in your ending screen everything
Yeah.
you've collected.
like Link to the Past will show you all the different people, and the
Mhm.
same with
Yeah.
Breath of the Wild or not Breath of the Wild, Ocarina of Time. It goes to every like group of people, like the
Yeah.
Gorgons and the Zoras, and it
And-
shows what they're doing if you save them.
And if
Yes.
and it's one of those games where if you start and you know the path, you can go straight to the last boss and test your
Good.
luck. Yeah.
You're probably not going to get smoked with 3 hearts.
Yeah. but it's something you can attempt to do. It really doesn't limit you where you have to go, and it doesn't say you have to do this to do this. Like a lot of games have like checkpoint things, so you play like that's what a lot of speedrunners do. They try to trick the game into thinking you've completed something, so it unlocks a secret door that you don't even know about, so you can get to the next spot. Where Zelda's kind of like, here it is. Like once you finish the introduction,
Yeah, you can go to Death Mountain.
yeah, it's not gonna work out for you. But
You need the fire tunic. So yeah, you play as the left-handed swordsman Link, and you will freehand fight the many minions of Ganon as you try to help Zelda. It's an action-based RPG that has a few basic moves with the above-mentioned weapons, and has evolved into teaching Link several special moves.
A funny thing about him, so Link is always left-handed, but for the Wii, because they figured most Americans are right-handed, they took the whole game and they flipped it like a mirror.
They did.
So that
yep.
way, when you swung your right hand, Link would swing a sword, because they thought that people couldn't do this and then see the character swing, which most people wouldn't even have noticed.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
You swing, and if the character did that with the sword, you'd be like, okay.
Yeah.
Like, but they said, oh, well, let's. So they flipped. Actually, it was Twilight Princess for the Wii. They did that. And so
Yeah.
if you play it on GameCube, it's everything. So like, if you go, oh, the desert's to the west. No, it's to the east.
Yeah.
Because they flipped the whole game.
And the way this game kind of came about is Miyamoto was hiking. He enjoyed hiking around, and he came across a cavern. He went in. He's like, oh, it's too dark, can't do this today. So we went home, got a lantern, and then squeezed down this little hole, and literally just started becoming a cave explorer.
Wow.
Mhm.
And then he
A
would
spelunker.
yeah, pretty much, and he'd pretty much memorize like, okay, today I went up, and then to the left of the cavern, then went up, and then left, and then right, and he just kept finding all these caverns in this cave, and he's like, oh, this would be a cool adventure game, and that's kind of where he got the
That's cool.
inspiration for Zelda.
He's a brave man. Had to go in a cave and just start, I'm gonna walk
Uh,
around.
Yeah,
Solid
Yep,
Descent.
that's
I
where
don't
it
wanna
came
go in
from.
there.
Yeah.
I thought that was a cool little
Yeah.
tidbit.
I
was
didn't know
learning.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have that in here actually.
sorry.
That's okay. Yeah, it's down later. That's all right. I covered a lot. You will then go into like dungeons, temples, shrines, etc., depending on which game you're playing, to get a special item that will serve you as you fight whatever it is in each serious dungeon. You will get a map, compass, small keys, and a boss key to fight the boss, and then get what you need to fight Ganon at the end, all to help Zelda and Hyrule. The only game that differs is Hyrule Warriors: Age of Calamity that just came out last year. I cover that later in the game
Well,
section.
Zelda 2 is a little different.
I haven't.
Well, the main
The Adventures of
the quest was
Zelda.
still to get the Triforce and stop game.
But I'm saying gameplay wise,
Gameplay wise,
it went
yes.
from
I never played that one.
it went from the
It is
top down
really bad.
to almost a side scroller.
Yeah, because
And
it was originally another game that was in development, and they wanted Zelda 2 to be rushed, right?
Mhm.
So they said, well, let's just make that game that will whatever it was. Let's make that Zelda 2. Quite like Mario 2 wasn't Mario 2. It was some Doki Doki adventure.
Yep.
And they just skinned the characters like Mario and Princess. Oh, this is Mario 2 now.
And some
hate
people
when they do that.
some people super hate it, but watching gameplay of it, it was another one where it looked super simple, but it was actually kind of cool how if you were facing the enemy, your shield actually blocked stuff.
Well,
Oh, that's
if
good.
you pushed. Yeah,
Yeah,
he
the-
always had it out, but like his sword
It would just like
come out like this far.
yeah.
So you'd have to get super close to the bad guy and to hit him, and then he would hit you because his reach is far, and then you would jump. It was awful. It's
Yeah.
fucking awful. It's
Yeah.
really bad.
Yeah, I never played that one. That was on the Super Nintendo.
No, that was
Nope,
that was
Nintendo.
or Nintendo. I'm sorry,
Nintendo.
regular
Yeah,
Nintendo.
that was-
I
so-
apologize.
so-
That's why I never played it. I didn't have
Zelda
it.
2
Yeah.
is called The Adventures of Link,
Yes,
Yes, it is. Yeah, I have that in the.
Why would they do that?
and
Yeah.
it says Link real big on it.
because people were probably confused and still calling
Yeah.
Link Zelda and Zelda Link.
And it drives me crazy. There's a clear difference. Just look at the colors of the outfit and the hair. You can
Yeah, but
clearly
if you
see.
didn't know,
Yeah, if you have no idea.
if you just saw Zelda and you always see the icon as that dude,
Well, maybe you would think because back in the day, Nintendo graphics made that good. Maybe you thought he was a girl.
maybe.
Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah. He was
I
very
think I did think that actually.
he was
That's where I
feminine,
was
feminine
looking.
looking.
Yeah, still is, but I mean,
Especially when he's a kid form, he does look like he could pass for a girl.
Yeah.
We're not assuming genders.
but I mean, I could see that. You know, but
I thought for a while he was a girl, and then someone's like, I'm like, oh, my favorite. Who do you like the character Zelda? I was like, oh yeah, he's cool. I like playing as Zelda. And like, and then like,
Mm.
it's Link, and I was like,
I never thought that.
I
Yeah.
never did either.
Yeah.
I knew he was a boy.
But I have to realize too, when '86 was around and a game came out, I couldn't read what
Well,
I was
yeah,
playing.
yeah. So you're just looking.
You
at
were
yeah.
only born in the end
But
of
I was
86.
playing games, but I was like,
Not when
As a
you
baby?
were one.
yeah, I was playing games
When you
very-
were one.
yeah,
You
about that,
weren't
yeah.
even one.
Well,
You weren't
I'm
a
gonna say that I didn't even have the motor skills to hold a controller.
Yeah,
I didn't play to second grade.
I wasn't. I was.
Link of
I
the
was
Past
playing.
was my
Even my little
first.
brother. My brother was playing games before he was out of diapers, like 1, 2 years old.
That's
I
crazy.
used to have this like it was like a little mini computer,
Mhm.
and I couldn't even speak yet, and I used to know how to put the tape in the VCR, rewind it, plug my little mini computer in, and do all the buttons and everything.
God.
I feel like babies
I was-
can like control iPads now.
Yeah, I was doing
Mhm.
crossword
Mhm.
puzzles, and I didn't know. I just knew like this shape. Like I did it like hieroglyphics, or like this a B. It
Find a
goes,
word, not crossword.
Yeah, find a words.
Oh,
Like
okay,
find a
yeah.
word. I was doing those, and I didn't know my alphabet. I just knew that this looked like this, and then if you connected them all together and
Mhm.
circle them, like yeah, I was playing video games. I remember my parents bought it. They had Mario, they had Jaws, they had Nightmare. No, oh no, Friday the 13th,
Awful.
and there was a
Hmm.
battleship game where it was like you had to control a submarine or something.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and then the ship one, 1942.
Yep.
Yeah, they were the games we had.
Those are the plane you
I'd play them all the time. I wasn't good, but I played them.
Mhm.
Oh, and the Duck Hunt.
Okay.
Oh,
well,
that
I
sounds
can
fun.
see a little kid
No,
doing that.
I was a
played
kid.
that at a
Took the
friend's
gun
house.
right up next to the TV.
I only had a Super Nintendo and then everything from that on. So I never played anything before
Oh,
the
Super Nintendo was a game changer.
Yeah, that's what got myself and my family into gaming and Nintendos. Never played anything before it though.
Crazy. My parents I would say my parents are gamers. They're definitely they're more advanced. Than,
Yeah, because most people don't buy it unless their kids wanted it.
Yeah, no,
back then.
my parents definitely were gamers. Like my mother, to this day, she still has a Switch right
Yeah,
now. She
that's
plays her
cool,
Switch.
yeah.
She
Mhm.
plays
Pokemon.
Animal
I
Crossing.
was gonna say she plays Pokemon Go.
Yeah, all the
Yeah.
time. Your dad plays
My
Grand
dad
Theft
my
Auto.
dad loves the Grand Theft Autos.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he actually just gave him my old Xbox, and he's like, he went and bought Red Dead Redemption and Grand Theft Auto, and he'll play that Grand Theft Auto 100 times.
Oh, wow. So he just keeps it.
He just
it
he
doesn't
beats
end to him.
He beats
Yeah.
it, restarts the story mode,
Wow.
or he'll just walk yeah. I was like, you would love Grand Theft Auto Online because you can just keep doing
Yeah, my parents still play the Super Nintendo. Last time I talked to my dad, he was once again playing Link to the Past.
really.
yeah.
I think when my parents bought the Super Nintendo, they bought that, and then I remember a couple months later they bought the Bazooka. Did you ever use the Bazooka?
No, I didn't.
That was pretty fun.
We don't have
It's
that.
called the Super Scope.
Yeah, the Super Scope. I called it the Bazooka, but
Oh yeah, no, we didn't have
And
it
if you
done.
want one right now, it's going to cost you about $500.
really,
That's insane.
it had a screen built into it, right?
No, it had the little thing to see through.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It was pretty nuts.
It was cool. And you go like this, and there's only like the Super Scope 6 game and like maybe two other games that worked for it.
You know, it was another big game. Sorry to cut you up. Another big game that was
I was done.
for my parents. And I remember playing it as a kid for Super Nintendo. Super Nintendo was a big deal in our household, but Mario Paint.
Oh yeah, we played that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was simple.
Mario
That
Paint
picture
was
of him
fun.
riding Yoshi. Like, I'm gonna color this.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
we
could
did
color
that.
it. You can make music.
Yeah. If you go, there's a lot of music people make on YouTube, like all kinds of.
Yeah, it's still very
Yeah.
like sought after.
hmm
The Fly Swatter game.
Mhm.
My dad used to make pixel art. Like I remember at the time he worked at Mrs. T, so he made a Mrs. T's pixel art,
Oh, that's cool.
and you couldn't share it with anybody. He would just be like, "Oh, I
Yeah,
made
look at
that.
this.
I made this."
Let's take a picture with our Polaroid.
Pretty much. How the fuck did Mario Paint never become something ever again?
I know.
don't
Why did
know.
they ever do that?
It's popular.
I
Yeah.
guess they figure,
We liked
what's the
it.
point?
My-
If
I
you
think
have to
people would
get bigger?
fucking go for it again.
They should bring it back. And Yoshi Cookie
Well, they
should
could
also come
They
back.
could do stuff where you could
It had a
make
mouse
different
pad.
games.
It had a mouse pad
a
and a
mouse
mouse.
for Super Nintendo.
Yeah.
I mean, they're bringing back Pokemon Snap.
Yeah.
So there's a
Can't
Can't
chance.
wait.
This
Yeah.
month. This month.
That's
Yep,
pretty
I'll be up
basic.
there.
So.
Yeah.
30th.
I'll be
Never
up there.
played Pokemon.
30th. I'm buying it. That's why I said the other day. I was telling Max I buy a Pokemon Snap. She goes, "You're not buying nothing else."
Oh, nice.
Got off.
Yeah, my stimulus went to this. The
Oh.
whole thing went to the podcast.
But then today was like, oh, I really like that box. I'm gonna get that. I want to order that one.
she
Shut
actually
up. Shut up, Nikolai.
she broke down and got a box today,
Shut up.
Oh,
like a subscription box. Yeah.
you joined all of us.
Yeah.
'Cause I have one too. Anyway, so yes, Hyrule Warriors: Age of Calamity. That's like Dynasty Warriors, but I think it's a fun game. I'm playing it. I think it's good. So
And the music one is different too. The one where it's like
Spirit Tracks.
beep, beep,
No, that's
beep,
something
beep.
of. No, what?
It's on the Switch right now.
I don't have it. I don't
Is
have
it-
it
is it
listed. It's not
downloadable
listed in the
only?
games.
No, you can buy it on disc. It's a game where the entire game is played by like the cadence of the music.
Oh yeah, I forget what that one's called.
What
It's not
is-
really. It's
This is Zelda.
They don't. Yeah, it wasn't listed. I don't know if maybe I
Yeah,
have to go
because
back down.
it's not a Zelda game.
Yeah, I don't know if I have it listed. I'll have to look.
You know how like Mario's missing for Super Nintendo? It's not a Mario game. It's like an educational one.
Yeah, that's true. Yoshi's Cookie isn't listed. I love
Yeah.
Yoshi's Cookie. But anyway,
Wario's Woods.
yeah, Warriors Woods.
Skyward Sword, Hyrule Warriors, Link's Awakening. That's the one I have.
So anyway, while you look that up, I'll continue with this. Where was I? Oh, and throughout the game, you'll also get 1 extra heart to add to your overall life at the end of each, boss area, dungeon, temple, whatever it is. You can't beat that, of course. You cannot beat that. You always just add to your life. And these areas are also full of all kinds of puzzles. Some are tough and some are easy.
It's Cadence of Hyrule, and
Cadence,
I think
yeah.
that's only
That's what
digital
it is.
download.
Yeah, I'm not.
I did hear about
I'm not
that.
finding it on.
A delightful, weird Zelda rhythm game. Yeah, you can skip that one.
Yeah, it's definitely not listed in anything I have. So in addition to finding unique items to help you through the main storyline, you will also be able to use the items for fun little side quests to find extra hearts. So that's the purpose of the bombs, as we were saying earlier, to unlock the Great Fairy Fountains so you can heal all of your hearts as needed. You to get extra rupees to increase your wallet, find bottles to store potions and fairies in, and how much to make you carry more items.
Rupees are the currency, so
Yes.
the dollar
Yes.
gets rupee. And
Yes.
what was one of the first games that have like hit points and that you had hearts. Like Mario, he gets hit once, he gets hit twice, he's dead.
Yeah,
Most
Mhm.
games are like that,
big,
but this
big,
had
small.
hearts.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the more hearts you got, the more health you had, and the longer you go,
Mhm.
like more hits.
Yeah, so you have to look really close. If you're a true Zelda player, you have to look every nook and cranny for like fairies, like hearts, like rupees, like increase your wallet. And also they added cooking to the new Zelda game, so you can learn new recipes. You could cook.
Wasn't a fan.
I don't like to cook it. I
I like
hardly
to
ever
cook.
used it.
No, I
don't really either,
I-
but
I'll get to.
they're adding.
It's cool they add stuff,
I'll get
but-
to playing
Yeah.
it. That's probably one of the biggest drawbacks for me in this new one.
You don't have to do it.
Yeah, it's not
It's the-
necessary.
It's the only way you can get health again.
No, you have the fairies. You like slash grass. You throw pots, and there's a lot of
Sometimes you
jokes
kill
about
people
throwing
and
the
hearts
pots.
come out. And you
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I haven't experienced it yet.
Yeah. So there's other ways you can bring your life
And
back.
breaking fucking weapons.
You
Oh, I
don't
hate
wanna-
that.
You don't want to cook.
I
Oh,
think that's
that's new.
awful.
That's new.
You don't
yeah.
want to cook, but you plant flowers all day in Animal Crossing.
I haven't planted flowers in a while. But
Yeah, that's a good. Yeah,
Sometimes the flowers just grow on their own.
I
You
actually
should
just-
see my town.
I actually just
Flowers
went back
everywhere.
to my.
Overgrown.
I actually just went
Yeah.
back to my Animal Crossing last night.
I'm so proud of you.
Yeah, I didn't know what I was doing. I quickly was overwhelmed and got out of there. Easter's back.
Ugh,
Oh, but if they like made the egg
let's not even talk.
the
about
egg
that.
popping less worse, and
Is it
they
all?
added,
Is all still the same items? Or are there new stuff?
they added new stuff.
Okay.
There's like 5 or 6 new items, and the egg appearance isn't as bad.
And he leans into the fact that he's a guy in a bunny suit this time.
No, that's cool.
Yep, and I tried to get behind him so I could pull down a zipper and see what it was, but it doesn't let me.
He's like, don't worry about that zipper. Don't touch it.
He's
Yeah.
like, yeah, I forget what he said, but yeah, I really tried. I'm like, I'm just gonna see. I'm just gonna
What if
see.
he was naked?
I don't think he
What if
is.
it's Santa?
A lot of them are saying it's either Tom Nook or Isabel. I always thought it was Tom. Anyway, nothing to do with Zelda.
I don't know who those people are.
The cute little raccoon and dog in resident services.
She has no idea. She never
No
seen
idea.
it.
No idea.
Oh,
Okay.
you just look up their pictures. Super cute. I'll show you.
No, let's talk about Zelda.
Or, I still have my piss hand monkey on my island.
Oh God, I hate that monkey. So disgusting. So disgusting. All right. Anyway, not talking about that monkey, Sherry. On a fun note, if you have an extensive history of playing Zelda, I just mentioned this, so we're gonna move past that. So if you smash the pots, cut the grass, you'll get a lot of necessary items that way. I already mentioned looking for hidden items. Oh, and here's the fun part. You also know, if you played Zelda, there's lots of chickens just roaming around. They call them cuckoos. How do you pronounce that? Cuckoo.
Sounds good to me.
It's like cuckoo. Yeah.
Cuckoo. I never knew how to pronounce it. I'm gonna be honest. I played this game. I
Is it-
pick up these chickens.
Is it KO?
First game for this. First game for this
CU.
appearance was the Super Nintendo version,
Yep.
Yep. Link to the Past.
which I think is the best one so far.
Link to the Past is your favorite. Okay, we'll get to
You
our
didn't
favorite.
play
Yeah.
Ocarina of Time.
Yes, you have to play Ocarina of Time. That's the legend.
Now, it might
Hence
be-
my shirt, Hero of Time.
Yeah, I just remember,
Graphically, it will look dated now. 'cause
yeah,
it's
I just remember
Beautiful,
turning
though.
on, and I was like I said, I was not pretty much clever enough to figure out how to play the game on Super
Mhm.
Nintendo. I watched people play. I think my mom played it, my dad played it, and I would just kind of mess around. I remember like different universes, and you can go from like a dark side to the positive side. And I just remember seeing the game was like very vibrant and cool looking.
Graphics,
and,
the art style is very,
and
very nice.
the towns were full of people. Like I just remember being a
Yes.
kid, being like, "This game is fucking cool looking."
Mhm.
Oh,
It-
Link to the Past, yeah,
Link
it
to the
is.
Past is really
Still
good.
good.
Yeah,
It's still good now.
it was a good looking game for Super Nintendo.
Yeah, very much.
I'm still in the Lost Woods roaming around.
Why
I
they-
never beat that game, by the way.
Oh God, why they never
Still in
made
the
a
Lost
sequel?
Woods.
I don't know.
Or a remaster.
Yeah, like it was just like Zelda 3, and then it was like
I think this year.
maybe, but it's like
Better.
They didn't do any other Zelda games for Super Nintendo.
No, just
Had to
Link
wait
to the
till, like,
Past.
64, and it's like,
And I was mad. I need to redeem
it
myself.
wasn't like it was a bomb either. It made a lot of money for them.
Yeah.
It's one of the most popular Zelda games still.
Nintendo does that. Why is there only 2 Punch Out?
Why is there still only one Earthbound? If you live in
Three.
Japan, there's another Earthbound, but that's not.
Oh,
the one.
yeah, there's Punch Out, Super Punch Out, and the Wii one. Yeah,
Yeah.
so 3. Still, well, that's one every 10 years. So
Yeah.
maybe in 10 more.
It's one of those like if it's not broke, don't fix it. They don't want to. They don't want to end up making
Well,
a
it's-
dud.
Well,
they
they're not
just
doing.
let
They're,
go.
Well, it's not broke if they ain't even making it.
they're
I
definitely
know.
they're not living up to that now because Breath of the
The-
Wild was a mega hit,
Yeah.
and
Yep.
they're already putting out Breath of the
Yeah.
Wild 2.
It's either coming out this year or next year. Hopefully this year.
I think it'll be this year.
It better be this year. I'm
And
waiting.
I'm thinking it's probably they announce it, but we get next year.
I think we'll get
So
late
mad.
this year.
So mad.
I think
Maybe
probably
time for Christmas.
Yeah,
I would say
kind of thinking.
maybe it'll be a holiday release. I think they're going to do the new system with Breath of the Wild 2 by holiday time, and I think maybe summertime, like July. I think they're going to do what they did with the Mario game, and I think we're going to get 3 remasters, but it'll be a limited time thing where you only have like so much time to get the game.
Yeah, I think we will not see any of that.
Really?
Breath of the Wild 2 next year.
Yeah, I think with the 35th anniversary, we're going to get one of the two. I think we're going to get
Well, they're giving us Skyward Swords. I think they think, well, that's enough.
yeah, which would be
Not enough.
Yeah.
There's never enough Zelda.
I think you'll get the Skyward Sword. I think you'll get at least the 3.
I hope they
the
do it
remaster.
like what's the Mario one called? Super Mario 3D All Stars.
Yeah,
So
I love All-Stars.
Super Zelda 3D All Stars.
yeah. I think that's going to be like. a
I hope
gimmick
so,
for them.
but
They're going to
I
be
don't
like,
think-
you only have 6 months to buy this game,
Yeah,
but
which
if you
is-
don't buy it, it's
I will
gone
buy it
forever.
all.
That's so dumb.
All of them I will own.
How do you make a game and then tell people not to?
Yeah, and then take it the digital down. That makes no
Stupid.
sense at all.
It's dumb. And now scalpers are going crazy for it.
I have
Mm.
I have a copy for sale from once when I bought an extra one.
Yeah.
$500.
$500. I'll give you 20, Andy. So anyway, back to the cuckoos. They are the cute little chickens that roam around Hyrule, but they do not. So they're cute, but they are dangerous. If you accidentally hit them with your sword, if you pick them up longer than they like, they attack you and your hearts go down.
A swarm of them.
Sometimes they
Yes.
turn red,
Yeah.
and
Yes.
that's when they get angry.
Yes.
And there's one game that has a giant chicken that comes after you.
Yeah.
Yes.
That has been used
It's
in Smash
hilarious.
Brothers, where you would get a flock of the chickens to attack.
Oh,
everybody
that's
on the
cool.
map.
Yeah, it's great.
And it has been used in Assassin's Creed.
Mhm.
Where
Oh,
there's one spot where you're in there and chickens will attack you if
I
you
love
attack one. I believe they used that in Fable.
Angry
Yeah.
Birds.
Yeah, there was a Fable thing.
oh,
I think
Not
it said
angry.
something about Link 2 or our hero in green or something. Okay.
Yeah.
What is
Majora's
that?
Mask.
That's not
Oh,
a
yeah.
chicken.
Yeah,
oh,
but
that's a Zelda reference though. Yeah, he's wearing
Yeah,
the
I
Majora's
know.
mask.
so
So, cute.
the chickens attacking you has been a thing where it has carried over to other games as like a Easter egg or
Yeah.
a fun thing.
It's
that-
hilarious.
yeah.
I love it.
Why chicken? Is there a reason? We don't know.
Because
No,
you were
they just
it was one of the
pick them.
only NPCs you could walk around and like hit with your sword or kick them or pick them up and throw them. And I guess they like it was like a thing where you do it like once, then twice, then 3 times.
And
But
they
if
get
you,
mad.
and then eventually there's gonna be like they just start attacking you. And then if you
It's
keep
great.
attacking it, like your whole screen just like
They
just
come from
gets-
everywhere.
and they kill you immediately. Like you have nowhere to
It's
hide.
great. It's
Yeah.
great. And in Link's Awakening, actually, I think that's the one that you have to look for, like the father of the cuckoos or like the ancient leader of the cuckoos as a side quest. I completed all side quests for Link's Awakening. It's a really cute game, so that one's fun. I can tell you where it's at if you need to know. But yeah, so that's really fun. But if you pick one up and you are nice to it and you're friendly, you can use them to fly, but they will only carry you so far and then they're done with you. So they are very temperamental, but it's just fun. It's like a fun
Yeah.
little thing with this game. I love them. I love the cuckoos. So that's that there.
So I take it this is what you're talking about.
Yeah,
You just take
that's
over.
funny.
Yeah.
Yep, look at them. They're like eating him. They're like they're like done with Link. Yeah.
Oh, and then they have this one. Game over.
Oh, he's dead.
Yeah.
Well, they
Sorry,
can't
guys,
kill
you
you. Yeah,
can't
when
see
they
it.
peck you, your hearts go down.
Yeah.
Yes, and you do. You will lose all your hearts. You got to get out of there fast. And they have tons of fun like memes and videos all about that too. So then I have some fun facts. And this is kind of like what you were talking about earlier, Tony. It was the first game ever to allow you to save. That was in The Legend of Zelda. And just like imagine playing games without having that save function. That was awful and I would hate it. Fun fact too, Ocarina of Time was the first game to allow you to target something to fight, target someone to talk to. That's that we can thank that game for allowing that function. So that was like the first game
The
to
Z
do that.
button.
One of the first
Mhm.
games as well that gave you a time limit to beat it.
That was
Majora's
Oh,
Mask.
Majora's Mask. Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
That's why it's awful.
I love that game. I thought that game was great. I loved it.
Try and play it.
You like
I will do it
pressure?
again.
Dead Rising 3
You
does
like
it
the
too.
pressure?
Yeah,
I
hated
did. I
Dead
like the
Rising.
pressure, and I love
all
that
the Dead
moon.
Risings do it. I
Look up
remember
the
one
moon.
did it. I think they all
Four
do it.
didn't.
Oh, okay.
Four.
I was
four-
like, I'm gonna level up and get a bunch of stuff. Like, what? It's over. I was like, fuck this. Right
Yeah.
out, never play it again.
Dead Rising 4, you'll get a countdown to the very last boss. Where the boss is like, I'm gonna blow everything up. You have to get to me this time.
Imagine
like
you're
that.
2 hours into a dungeon. You're almost done. Oh, you gotta go back 3 days. Fuck you.
I
The
loved
sun
it.
comes up. Like, that's not fun. That's not like a challenging game mechanic. That's breaking the game.
Dawn
Yeah.
of the
Make it
third
horrible.
day.
I didn't like any game where like a timer would go off or like
Yeah, and
freak me out.
some
I hated it.
dungeons in that game are so long
They are, yeah.
that like it is a race to do it in that time. You have to do
You don't get
everything
to
perfect,
enjoy
and
it,
that's not
Serge.
fun.
Oh, I
If
enjoyed
you
it.
have to play a game a certain way for the whole thing, that's not fun. You're
Especially
gonna be
Zelda, where it's been priding on
letting doing
you
it
loose.
your own way.
Yeah.
And now I have to do this so I get done in time to go back. It's not fun.
And that moon got closer to you,
Yeah.
got closer to you
Again,
every day.
Watch the
with its
Angry Video
creepy
Game Nerd.
face.
He has a whole video about it, and you'll understand why the game is awful.
Or you can give it a 10 out of 10 like me.
Oh God. If that's a 10 out of 10, remember, if everything's
Okay.
great, nothing is great.
All right, so let me say this. How about a 9 out of 10 because Ocarina of Time is the best? How about an
How about
8.5?
2?
How many Zelda games have you beat?
Pretty
Out
good
of
amount. Pretty good.
18.
So I haven't played the Minish Cap. I haven't played anything on Nintendo.
That's all of them.
No. So regular Nintendo. That was
Oh,
before
gotcha.
Super Nintendo.
Out of all of them, I'm probably about 12 or 13
um,
that I
I-
completed.
Well, we'll touch on
Yeah.
this in a little bit.
yeah, we'll come back to that. Yeah, I know college got in the way of me beating a few because I was
College getting in the way.
It
What kind
did.
of person
I
are
know,
you?
yeah.
a dedicated student that had to have straight A's.
College.
'Cause,
Who goes
type
to
A.
college?
Type A.
Mom went to college.
Well, sorry
Napoleon-
to disappoint all of you.
Napoleon
So that's what happened. So, but now I'll have the chance when they re-release them.
They
Um,
won't.
I don't think they will. I want them to so bad. Because everyone wants it, they're not going to do it.
I'm gonna be
That's-
mad at
that's
them.
usually-
They're gonna
that's-
wait another 30 years.
Yeah.
That's Nintendo's MO. They
Yeah.
just-
You want it?
Then we're-
Well, you ain't getting it.
we're going to talk about a lot of that in the Patreon.
Yeah.
We're going to go hard in the Patreon.
How about arms too? No, I don't want that.
Why?
Yeah.
I like
Yeah.
the arms.
How about snipper clips too?
So, game inspiration, as we were talking, or as you were talking about, Tony. I can't say his name. Shigeru Shigeru. Thank you.
Miyamoto. You can just say Miyamoto. So the thing with
Miyamoto.
Japanese is it is said phonetically.
Miyamoto.
So anytime you read in Japanese, exactly how it looks is how you say it.
So Miyamoto, yes. As you had said, Zelda was inspired by his nature adventures, mostly the explorations in the cave.
That's pretty cool.
He
I didn't
wanted,
know
Yeah.
yeah, I thought so too. He wanted all players of the game to feel like they were playing a fun game in a miniature garden. So he created Hyrule. And as I had said earlier, Takeshi was in charge of the story and setting. Well, they were partners, so that was his part in this partnership. He was in charge of the story and setting. He wanted to go with a fantasy story, so he drew inspiration from another 10 out of 10 movie, Lord of the
Bah.
Rings. 10 out of 10. You cannot say that the
Mhm.
Lord of the Rings is not 10 out of 10. I will not hear that from any of you at this table.
7.
No.
Hobbit don't count.
10 out of 10.
Hobbit don't count.
10 out of 10. Lord of the Rings. And the Master Sword came from the King Arthur Legends, another great story. And I don't
So
know.
wait, did he have to pull it out of a stone too?
Kind of.
He does, yes.
Yeah, right. In the
Every
beginning,
time.
kind of. Yeah.
Mhm.
And then you power up the sword, and then it gets more powerful. And then when your hearts are full, you can shoot lasers out. the sword.
That's right.
Well, it's like a ghost sword, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You shoot a projection from the sword.
Only if we knew
Yes.
what one of those swords looked like.
I don't know.
Oh,
We'll
wow.
be able to see.
Do you want to look? Andy brought his sword that I would also like to buy because I love Zelda and Link. And then, as I had said to you guys,
So wait,
before-
what sword is it? Is it Zelda or Link? Or
it's
both?
Link. It's
Well,
Link.
no, it's like the hero of time. Link
Yes.
is the hero of time.
Mhm.
So, because
Zelda's
different times.
Zelda's just the dumb girl that keeps getting captured.
So,
Oh, she doesn't get
Oh.
captured.
so the master sword is
Yeah.
the hero of
By the
time.
big turtle?
Get
Yeah.
captured.
by the big
Oh, he's a pig.
your pig.
Pig dinosaur laser. Yeah.
/ Demon King. Don't forget about the demon part. So,
Do you ride down a flagpole at the end of each level?
No, there's no
No.
levels.
and where did Zelda get her name? If you're all curious, well, I'm going to tell you.
Pet
Zelda.
Cemetery.
No,
Yeah.
not
No,
at all.
what year did that come out?
90s.
Wait.
No,
Oh.
I think it was the
80s.
80s. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was the 80s.
Yeah, 87.
Has nothing to do with Pet Cemetery. Good guess.
I mean, Zelda's obviously a name that's been around.
Yes.
You know, was it Tom Hanks
89.
named his daughter Zelda? No.
Who?
Who named their daughter Zelda after? Oh, what's his name? Robin Williams. Named
Robin
his daughter
Williams.
Zelda,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
because he was a fan of the game.
89.
Yes. So the name
89.
Zelda came from Zelda Fitzgerald
I said that.
because Takeshi liked her name. He also, so Zelda Fitzgerald, for people who have never heard of her before, she is an artist, an American artist and socialite.
Oh, no idea.
Yeah.
Another fun fact with this game, when they were making it, the first one, they were pretty much telling him, like, you need to start putting waypoints in. You got to tell people where to go. You have to tell people what to do. And he said, no, this game, I
Yep.
want to be a social experiment.
Mhm.
And especially with the Nintendo magazine and hotline numbers and all that fun stuff. I want people to communicate with their friends and reach out to people and say, hey, how did you beat this level? Where did you find that game piece?
Yeah.
He wanted to be a game where not only were you playing, but you had to be social with your friends and your family and the community to say, well, how did you find that item? Oh, you have to go up here to the left and do this. And this would be, and
Yeah.
it really made these style of games made other game developers hide stuff.
Yeah, because there was no internet back then. It was word of mouth. I remember
Yeah.
my friends showed me, if you got to get the candle and then you can burn this bush, and that's how you get to Dungeon 3. Like,
Yep.
oh, well,
And
just
it-
walk around, and then
yeah.
he's like, I'm going to walk around and start burning everything. Dude,
Yep.
That's fine.
And it was one of those games where other developers were like, oh my God, Zelda did such a cool thing by hiding that stuff. We're going to start doing it too, which then led into video game Easter eggs, which led into secret levels, where the secret
Yeah.
walls.
So is that where the books came in?
I mean,
Like the cheat books, essentially?
Kind of,
yeah.
yeah,
And the-
yeah, because
That's the
walk
start of a
guide.
walkthrough.
Yeah.
Yes.
walkthroughs
And maps.
strategy
like,
guides.
Get Nintendo Power, you see the whole map.
Mhm.
Because I have the Halo 3 one.
Yeah.
I think that was the first one I ever
Oh,
bought.
wow.
And yeah, Zelda was, and the Nintendo people would be like, I can't wait
Yeah.
for the next
Again,
Nintendo.
No
pack.
internet.
Yeah,
Right?
So
Yeah.
you need to buy the book or a lot of
Nintendo
times-
had the
Or-
hotline.
I was just going to
You,
bring up
you
the
would draw
hotline.
the map like
I used to call the
did?
hotline. I
Yeah,
did. I
it would
called the
literally be
hotline.
someone who worked the hotline number. He would play the video game with you and tell you where, like, you couldn't visually see him playing it, but it was a documentary on Netflix where they talked about video games, and it talked to like 3 or 4 people who worked for the Nintendo hotline. You would call this number and say, I'm playing Zelda and I'm stuck here, and the guy would be like, all right, and he would turn on his game and get to where you were, and he goes, all right, you need to go up to the left.
Yeah.
There's gonna be a hidden thing. Grab that, dude. And
They could also just use the computer and get right to where they need.
Yeah.
Yep, that too.
Oh, okay, I was going to
Yeah.
ask
Yeah,
you,
either
like,
or.
how did
They're
they...
Like
so
there's
fast.
mods in like World of Warcraft.
and they had books.
Mm.
like
They had books
they
that
could
would
just
flip
be like,
around.
oh, you're in this
Didn't know that.
dungeon? Okay, well let me just make an 8 level 60 character. Okay, I'm here now. So it's like, you know, you can kind of, it's like they would work the
Mhm.
game.
I
But
would
yeah,
love
they
that
had
job.
they literally had a hotline where they would play
Didn't know
video
that.
games and help
That's
people beat
cool.
levels.
So
And his idea would kind of spark that.
it's
I
sad
think
that
it's
they
pretty
closed
cool.
that hotline. You need to bring it back.
Oh,
Bring it
God.
back,
Well, there's-
Nintendo. Bring it back.
No point now.
We can call it now and be like, hey, can you fix my controller drift?
Internet, you know, game facts.
I just think it's nice to talk to a person. That's all. Another thing, pop culture wise, that affected Zelda. Well, not really Zelda. Link and Navi, they were styled after Peter Pan and Tinkerbell. So you mentioned Tinkerbell.
I knew he looked like Peter Pan.
There you go. Nailed it.
So yeah, save that for this section. So now we have the game releases in order for anybody who is interested.
Oh, hold on a second. Our
Yes.
boy over on Twitch, we don't get many people who watch on Twitch, but the old forgotten General Blue has chimed in, and thank you for joining us once again, man. But he says my favorite Zelda games are list are Majora's Mask.
No, we'll get
Yes,
Yeah, you're done with him. Andy's already
excellent
done.
choice.
Yeah.
Excellent choice.
Twilight Princess, Breath of
Yes.
the Wild. I actually think Zelda 2 is a good game.
Oh,
It just needed to be
is
fixed.
this guy drunk?
I love your game selection. Excellent choices.
Is this a troll?
It might be.
Majora's Mask and Twilight
sat there
Princess.
and
Good
listened to
choices.
Yeah,
Every
and the
game you
best
hated,
Leprechaun
I
is
was like-
Leprechaun 4.
In
Which one is that?
space.
Oh, in space.
Yeah.
I like when he looks for his woman.
Number 2.
Thank you for the comment, but come on.
I
And the
appreciate
best Iron
it.
Man movie is Iron Man 3. Obviously, that's the best Iron Man movie.
I like his
Listen,
choices.
there's-
I'm just saying.
Maybe he likes the challenge of speed running through the game.
I do too.
Yeah.
I love that moon and how he gets
If you like
closer
the challenge
to
of
you in
Zelda
his
2,
face. And I kept, I didn't even play the real game half the time. I kept trying to get this couple married. I don't know if anybody remembers.
I'm sure that person's a nice guy.
He's the
I'm
forgotten.
sure
Generation.
he's a nice guy. I'm sorry, but
I like his choices.
He
I
said,
think
"I've
they're
never seen
good.
the Leprechaun movies, even though I am Irish."
You
Yeah,
should too.
even better. I'm
Go
Irish
see
too.
them.
well,
Awesome.
Don't watch
Awesome.
4.
Go
Yeah,
watch
don't
it.
watch 4, but go watch them.
But thank you for hanging
Awesome.
out with us,
Hey,
man.
Walmart does have all of them for $14.99. I've seen the 7-film collection. that I
That's
was looking at the
awesome.
Blu-ray.
Wow.
Yeah, thank you for hanging out with us, though, man.
Yeah,
I
thank
appreciate
Yeah, thanks. So here we have the game releases in order, so we can see how long Zelda's been around.
Do you want
although
me to do it?
it. Can you do them in order without looking?
Oh, you want
Yep.
to guess?
All right, go ahead. Let's go.
Can you do the years?
No.
Okay.
Can't do the years. Okay, so Adventures of Zelda or Legend of Zelda 1. Adventures
Yes.
of Link 2. Link to the Past 3. Then we're gonna go to wait, I forgot the Game Boy one. So
No, you're still good.
No, you're in order so far.
okay, then it's Game Boy Link's Awakening.
Yes.
Then it would go to Game Boy didn't get it, and that's probably
Best one.
Ocarina of Time.
Yep, best one.
Then it's Majora's Mask.
No,
No, there's one for Game Boy. Minish Cap.
Nope.
Not Minish Cap.
It's a remake.
Four Swords don't count.
No, Four Swords. No, Four Swords does count. It's
That
down
don't
the
count.
list. It's down the list a
That's like
little
a
bit.
Link's
multiplayer one.
Awakening DX.
That don't count because that's Link's Awakening redone.
Yeah.
So
But
don't
that
count
they have it here.
either.
Right.
That don't count.
What's
I'm
next?
talking mini games. I'm
All
talking
right.
mini games. Majora's Mask. All right.
Yes.
Then we're moving on. Game Boy Advance Minish Cap.
We skipped a few.
They don't count.
Well, they do count.
Oracle,
Which ones?
Oracle,
Oracle
Seasons?
time. Yeah, seasons, ages, and seasons, whatever. okay,
Seasons
that's
and
for Game Boy
ages.
Advance. I forgot about those. Then it's Minish Cap.
Minish Cap goes down the. There's Wind Waker.
Oh, I forgot. Well, yeah, GameCube. So we go to GameCube, and then it was Wind Waker, and then Minish Cap, and then Twilight Princess.
Yep.
And then we go to
Cartoony.
the cartoony one. What?
Yeah,
Is
the
this,
second.
is this the one that turns 2D to 3D? Where he
yes.
turns like paper almost.
Yes. Yeah.
What?
So it's the
Phantom Hourglass.
yeah, it's the
Oh,
continuation
that's
of
for
one.
DS. Yeah, that sucks.
I
and
like
then,
that
and
game.
And then you got Spirit Tracks.
Yep, Spirit Tracks.
You got to use the stylus to move them around.
I didn't.
And
I
then you
didn't
got to
play that one.
combat by tapping the screen.
I didn't play
Oh,
that one because
it's
I knew I would
awful.
hate it. I knew I would hate it. So I'm like, I can't have
You're
a
like,
bad
oh,
Zelda
I get to drive
experience.
a train and I get to
I'm like,
be
nope.
Link. This is awesome. No, it's not awesome because you can't push the fucking button to attack. You have to tap the screen.
I didn't even try
Ang-
because I knew
Ang-
I'd hate
I
it.
love when Angry Andy comes out.
He's
What's
triggered.
next?
Okay, so it's them
Triggered.
two that they were on DX, and I said Twilight Princess has happened. So then Skyward Sword,
Yes. Yep.
and then it's Breath of the Wild. Because
Link Between Worlds.
oh yeah, that one was for oh shit, which one is that? Link Between Worlds.
Wait, Majora's Mask HD. What was that on?
I think the
GameCube?
DS.
That's a lot of games.
I'm not counting the remaster.
I'm just saying, if they remastered them on that system, why the fuck are they
yeah,
on the Switch?
and all you gotta do is just port them over.
And then there's Triforce Heroes too.
Oh, that don't count either. That's not.
That they're
No,
definitely
that's-
happening. You're getting Windwalker, you're getting Majora's Mask, and you're getting probably another one.
I think, if anything, it's Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, Wind Waker.
Yeah.
Or
Oh, we have. Oh no, we
Twilight
don't
Princess.
have the Wind Waker, do we?
no.
No, I just played that. What was I just playing that on? I just played that again recently. What was I playing that on again?
Is it on the online?
Maybe.
No, I don't think there's any on Nintendo GameCube.
I don't know
Is
what
there
I-
GameCube games on Switch.
I swear to God, I was just, unless I'm losing track of time and I'm just going back, but I know I just replayed that a second time somewhere. There is the Wind Waker HD on 2013. Maybe that's. what I
Oh,
was-
that's probably what you did on the Wii.
Yeah, that must be what
on
I
Wii
was
U.
playing because I was just playing it again. Well, I'm losing track of time. That's really bad.
Are they still? Is that still a thing, or was it just fake? Where they said Zelda might be getting like a Netflix show?
That was real.
Yes,
And then Netflix said they were going to make it. Nintendo didn't want to, and Nintendo said, "No, you ain't doing it."
I was mad.
And
I
that's
was
done.
so mad. I was like, "Oh, I'm so excited! It's gonna be so
Because
good."
Nintendo has fuck you money. So
Yeah.
I was so mad.
you either do it their way or you don't do it.
I was furious. It was gonna be good. Okay, so then we have the chronological order of games.
There you go.
So here we have there are 3. This is from Game Rant, but there's a lot of different websites that have this. So we have 3 different timelines. We have the Fallen Hero timeline, we have the child timeline, we have the adult timeline, and the timeline split occurs in Ocarina of Time. So in the beginning, we have Skyward Sword, which sets the story up. Then we have the Minish Cap. Then we have 4 swords, and that establishes the purpose of the 4 sword. Then we have the Ocarina of Time, the best game ever. And then we have the timeline split. I'm gonna stick to that. No game is better.
It's hard
No
to say
game is
best
better.
game ever.
I think it is.
Would it be Pac-Man then? Because it was, would it be
I-
Pong?
I like
Like,
Pac-Man.
I mean, best game ever is kind of.
Subjective.
I think it's best game ever. Nothing's better. I just
No,
don't
the
think.
the best game is that 3D pinball on Microsoft.
Oh,
Yeah.
with the aliens on it.
Galaxy,
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if you want to break types of games
Minesweeper.
down, I mean, I don't think Pac-Man's better than than like Zelda. I
But
mean,
you
I
gotta
don't
think,
know.
at the time they didn't have Zelda.
Yeah.
So at the
See, to
time,
me-
Pac-Man
I think
probably was the
Pac-Man's
best.
better.
To me, my favorite my favorite gaming franchise is Assassin's Creed.
Hmm,
Only
it's
because
interesting.
I have played and beaten every single one, so I've
Mhm.
experienced every. Actually, there's one I have not. I have not beat Rogue or played
Did you
Rogue.
play the side-scrolling
last
ones?
No,
I
I don't count.
Yeah,
those.
they don't really count. But I was just wondering.
I have them. Just
They're
haven't
cool.
played
I never played.
I
them.
don't count.
Well, I think Zelda's the best. But anyway,
I would go Mario over Zelda.
I know you said that.
Yeah.
I would put Mario in second place.
Only because as a kid, I growing up,
He was
Zelda-
more relatable. He's the
No.
fat plumber.
he's a he's a fat
I
he's a
just like
fat
Link.
dude. Like I knew I was gonna grow up to be a fat piece of
Zelda.
garbage. No,
I always
What?
like Luigi better.
Mark likes Luigi better too. He's gonna love that somebody else loves Luigi. I can't wait to
is
tell
Mark
him.
a younger brother?
No, he's the oldest.
Really?
He is. He
He's-
just loves Luigi.
Oh, he picked him because he jumps higher.
I like.
Yeah, and probably because he's taller.
Yeah.
Because Mark's real tall.
I like green.
Yeah, he jumped higher. But
You have to live
Like
through
him
him.
better.
the Mario for me as a kid,
Mario.
it kept me in because it kept me on track, I guess you would say.
Well, it's more.
Yeah.
Linear.
Yeah, I guess when I was kind of like you at one point where I was like, this is too fucking hard, I'm out of here, and I would just quit. Like I'd give up on a game where because it didn't guide me where I needed to
That's
go.
how I like
And
it.
especially
It's
back
the
then
level.
because you don't have 20 years of video game experience. You're just jumping in, and no one else really knew either. So
Yeah,
like,
and I never was confused playing Mario of who I was and who I was
Where I
saving
need to
and
go.
who my boss
Well, it's
boss
real,
was.
you know.
Is it the one? Is it Dorf or is it
Oh
door.
God, really?
is it human or is it Pig Boy?
Well,
That's crazy.
is it Bowser or
Game's
is it
named
Koopa?
after him. It's not so much.
Well, his Koopas were his team.
They didn't say that in Mario 1.
Oh, that's right. Koopa was the original. He was originally called Koopa.
He was originally
Sick,
called Koopa.
sick.
So there.
He just has that's his slang name.
Mario 2, he's not even in
Well,
it.
Ganon's his slang name.
Wait. Oh yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
I always, I guess because I like fantasy. Maybe why. Maybe
Bowser.
that's why.
I would just say
Can we watch
For-
the Mario movie for a second?
No.
Yes, yes.
Every
When you
time.
watch it, and then you're gonna be like, "Oh, this is terrible." And then
We
you
I
have,
have watched
and
it
then you have to
recently.
say, "Do
I
I,
have.
stick to my
Oh.
thing and say I like it
I
and
bet
lie,
Yes.
you and I will still like it.
Does it
I
have a
will. I
flip
did
side
watch it
copy?
within
or
the
do
last
I be
5
honest
years.
and say it
Guaranteed.
really sucks?"
we're gonna get
I
together.
still love it.
We're gonna get together as a team and do a team movie night and watch
We're
it.
still gonna love it.
I'm fine
I
with it.
guarantee it.
What is this
Give
movie
him-
called?
It's called Super Mario Bros.
Mario
It's great. I
it,
have it.
it probably
You can
has
borrow it.
maybe a
Beautiful.
15% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Rotten Tomatoes sucks.
Who
Though.
cares
On
about Rotten
IMDb, it
Tomatoes?
probably has a 2.
All right.
Back to timeline.
We
This
got.
John
I
Lane
like.
was
I
not
like. I like Waluigi before it was a meme.
Waluigi.
Oh,
Waluigi.
Waluigi.
He's the-
my
the
one friend
evil
likes Wario
or the-
better.
The evil
And that's my boy right there. That's the guy who's been holding my hand through using Adobe and
Oh,
helping me
cool.
with the video edits.
Very cool.
Really cool, dude. I love him to
Did you
death.
find it, Nikolai?
Can't
Oh, I'm
stand.
looking for
Can't
a
stand
4K
Waluigi
copy.
and Wario,
It's
but
not
it's
in
okay.
4K. It's not.
You
worth
may
it.
like.
I don't think there's much demand.
Listen,
Shut up, Nikolai.
if Tammy and the T-Rex is in 4K, this movie needs to be in 4K.
That's
It
right.
is a Blu-ray.
Everywhere.
We
Put that
do.
movie everywhere.
We need to watch Tammy and the T-Rex. That looks hilarious.
I don't know anything about that.
Oh, watch
but-
the trailer. It has like really big name actors in it.
Oh.
And it's
It's what's his name's first movie?
Paul Walker.
Paul Walker. Yeah.
Paul
Oh, Paul
Walker
Walker.
is
I wanna
dating
see it.
a girl who is played by
I don't know.
is it Denise Richards?
Yeah, it's Denise Richards.
Whoa.
He's dating Denise
Oh,
Richards.
wow.
Her
He-
ex-boyfriend
He
Where's she?
picks
dies.
a fight with him and throws him into a pit with wild cats that kill
Wow.
him.
He gets killed in a zoo exhibit by wild animals.
Oh, geez.
Then they take
So,
his
IMDb is
conscious and turn it into
4.1.
a computer
that's
and
generous.
turn him into a robot T-Rex.
And
Oh,
he has
this
to
is insane.
then
Convince
I just
her.
yeah,
found it.
convince her that it is him.
Oh,
On Rotten
God.
Tomatoes?
This is
They
a real
killed
movie.
him.
24%.
Yeah.
Rotten
Tammy the
Tomatoes
T-Rex.
sucks.
Whatever Common Senses gave it a 2 out of 5. I don't like 5 because that's too.
Is this Mario or Tammy the T-Rex?
No, this is
Mario.
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 Tammy the T-Rex is one of the movies that you're gonna look and be like, oh, it's bad, but at least it's funny bad.
Mario, and Luigi Mario.
Mario's just bad.
I just love it. I just
so
love
When's the last
it.
time you watched it?
John
I don't
Leguizamo.
know. It's been a while.
That's all I have to say.
She also binge watched Speed 14 times in
Yep.
1 week.
Well, Speed's kind of good. A good movie.
Watch
I
the
wouldn't watch
same
it over and
movie,
over.
like 8
I mean,
times in 1
It's
week.
fine.
I'm telling you,
Listen,
I'm a-
Speed Keanu was the best.
not everything from your childhood is still good. I love the Ninja
Star
Turtles,
Wars.
but if you
Oh.
watch the Ninja Turtles
Turtles.
cartoon right now,
I'd be fine. I'd be
Yeah.
fine with it.
I had a hard time with Power Rangers. trying to
Yeah.
go back.
Power
Power
Rangers.
Rangers, fine. I watched that again recently.
I
I'm like,
tried to watch He-Man, and I was like, ooh.
Speed, real quick though. Speed's one of those movies that you can watch, and I think it's better when it's edited on TV. It's funny.
Oh,
You
yeah.
gotta be fucking kidding me.
Yeah. I liked when they get the voice actor that didn't even sound like
Yeah.
the main actor.
Yippee-ki-yay, mother trucker.
Yeah.
oh God.
TV movies are
Just
the
say
best.
it.
Yeah.
Just say it.
Shut up. Speed is so good. Leave me
So
alone.
we'll go back to the chronological order of games. I'll start over just to because we got sidetracked. So here's the chronological order. Number 1, Skyward Sword. Number 2, Minish Cap. That explains the funky bird cap Link wears. I never played that game, but I would like to.
Yeah.
Number 3, Force Words. Establishes the purpose of the quote unquote Force Word. Number 4, Ocarina of Time. Still standing by what I said. Best game ever. I will defend it forever. I don't care.
What's better,
Forever.
Ocarina of Time or Breath of the Wild?
So
Breath
as
of the Wild.
as you know, that is a really hard thing to say. That's a really hard thing to say, but I'm still gonna go with Ocarina of Time.
I would pick Ocarina of Time. I mean, graphically, Breath of the Wild, but
Yes.
weapons didn't break in Ocarina or in Breath of the Wild. Or
That's true.
Ocarina of Time.
There's some things on Breath of the Wild that
Yeah.
I wish I think kind of
Breath of the Wild is not a 10 out of 10.
I would still
A lot
say
of
10
people
out
say
of 10.
that. I think
I would
it's
give them
about a
both.
9.
It's impressive that they have so much hidden mechanics that you didn't even know you can do in it.
Yeah.
I give them both a 10. It's just I think it's just they're both really good stories, so it's really hard to go with. But like Ocarina of Time, I think because it's like
So
the first like
here's my
breakout
argument.
Zelda.
I would say story wise, you don't have me there only because you can pick and choose your own adventure. It's hard for me to say the story is really good because you're kind of making your own.
In Breath of the
Oh
Wild,
my
Yeah.
God.
there is a storyline.
I think they made that.
There is a storyline that you see as the game continues.
See, it's a good movie.
It's a Steelbook edition.
The Super Mario
Maybe there was only
Steelbook
one made.
Maybe.
Blu-ray UK sold out limited sealed version of the movie.
Woo! How much? $1,000.
$498. Buy now.
And buy it and,
Yeah, oh, there you
and
go.
send it to
And
Andy.
if you still have some stimulus and you want to waste it,
That's very true. You get them all to sign
If
it at the
you
convention.
fucking buy that movie, I
my
will
God.
fucking have a heart attack right here.
Not for $500.
We'll be calling the ambulance in about 10 minutes.
it's so bad Nintendo doesn't even talk. about it.
I love
Get
it.
out of here.
I
love
that's,
it.
That's how bad it is. I'm telling you.
So
not
good.
everything from your
We're
childhood is
gonna
good.
watch it.
Yes, we
Yeah,
We're
are.
gonna watch it.
Multiple
Well,
times.
Just,
Multiple times.
but just wait. No, yeah, multiple times. Wait,
I
you watch
can't-
half an hour of it.
I hope this
I watched
podcast.
it recently. It was
I-
fine. It was fine. It was okay.
I hope this podcast gets to the point where we make money like FU money,
Mhm.
and we could just be like, oh, $500 DVD, that'd be fun.
Yeah.
You could buy.
Bye. And like frame it and put
Yeah.
it right next to the
Yeah,
Not
frame
Cool in
it.
High School banner.
buy the stupidest stuff.
Right
on
next
there.
to
It'll be the only
Andy's
one
head.
framed.
Back to the timeline split. Sorry, everybody. After Ocarina of Time, we go into 3 separate timelines. We're gonna go with the Fallen Hero timeline first.
Holy Hannah, you're still up there.
well, I mean, we keep talking about Mario.
Jesus Christmas. We are at
So-
we are at hour 30. So,
So
we gotta-
which
This
one's
is a
Link
lot.
again?
Sorry.
Hmm?
Dear Lord.
Put us cut some stuff out.
yeah, we gotta chop a little bit.
Put this here, Nikolai, so you can look at
No.
it. If you're going to.
That's Princess Peach, right?
Yes, absolutely.
That's
Ugh.
Zelda meets Peach meets Laura
Dear
Croft.
Lord. Yeah, she looks like a mixture, not who Zelda is. So I'll go through this real quick. Link to the Past. Then it's Link's Awakening, which is a great game, by the way. Then Oracle of Seasons and Ages. Then we have A Link Between Worlds. Then the Triforce Heroes. Then regular Legend of Zelda. Then the Adventures of Link. That's all in the Fallen Hero timeline. So then in the Child timeline, which remember when we start each timeline, it happens directly after Ocarina of Time. So Ocarina of Time, Child timeline, goes then to Majora's Mask, Twilight Princess, and Force Words. Then that ends that storyline. Then we go to the adult timeline. So picking up right after Ocarina of Time, we have Wind Waker, Phantom Hourglass, Spirit Tracks, and Age of Calamity, which is the Hyrule Warriors game. It's different than the other Zelda games, but still great. I'm almost done. It's really good. I highly recommend. And Breath of the Wild.
So the cool thing with Breath of the Wild that I was looking at it too is obviously Breath of the Wild, Gandalf or Pig or whatever he is in this game. Ganon, he destroys the world. He
Yeah.
destroys Hyrule. But if you are a Zelda fan and you have stuck to this franchise from the beginning, the map it's kind of like Skyrim. The whole map is there. Like you can
Yeah.
go to Morrowind, you can go here, you can go
Yeah,
there.
if you want to.
And tech,
Smoked.
you can go experience maps from the previous games, but they are desolated. They don't look physically the same. Like,
well,
you can go into the town from the original one and see where the fountain was, and pick-
oh yeah, how they did like the main area and
Yeah.
the robots are they just smoke you with the lasers.
yeah. But I mean, but they did take the detail to make that giant map and say, well, this section of the map is from this game, and this section of
Kinda,
the map is this
yeah.
game, and it's all kind of there, which is kind of impressive.
Yeah, you always have your Death Mountain. You always have the
Yeah.
Lost Woods. You always have the desert.
Mhm.
You know, the graveyard.
It's kind of neat. I kind of like that thing.
The rest is just supporting characters.
I would
could
say
go.
maybe pick one or two there. Like I would say maybe
Talk about Tinkle.
Tinkle, Shadow Link. He's pretty popular.
Well, Shadow Link was from Twilight Princess, and that was just like the evil
Actually,
thing.
Shadow Link is from Zelda 2.
There was a Shadow Link in that. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
oh yeah, there was. Yeah, you fight him. And, oh,
That was the debut of Shadow Link was Zelda 2.
Type that on YouTube and watch that.
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
you'll pull your hair out.
He's actually in several games.
yeah,
Shadow
yeah,
Link.
but
He
that's where
pops
he
up
de- That's
everywhere.
where he debuted.
And there's
Yeah.
that girl with the helmet thing, the fairy girl. It's like the bad one.
Peter Pan, Zelda, Shadow. You know, he had his shadow.
Do you mean
She has like a weird thing on her head.
Do you mean Minna?
Yeah.
Yep, she's in Twilight Princess. I have her
Yeah.
on here. As
I never
well.
beat Twilight Princess though. I want
got-
to play that.
Oh, I
Go
got so
through it.
close. I was like right at the follow or the very last boss.
Yeah.
Such a good game. I highly recommend. That game's awesome. Impa's a really important character. She's recurring.
Buzz?
She's what's that?
What was the name?
Impa.
Oh, Impa.
Impa.
I heard Buzz for some reason.
I don't.
Impa was.
Oh,
Impa was, yep.
I was like,
She's-
Buzz Lightyear's in the game? Huh.
She's in pretty much every game. She starts out as an old lady that calls out to Link to help Zelda. Then she changes into a sage because there's 7 sages in pretty much almost every Zelda
Yeah,
game.
Breath of the Wild, the stages of the dead bodies that you go to in each temple, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But in other games, they aren't that. There's like the 7 wise sages. And then in Breath of the Wild and Age of Calamity, she's Zelda's like close friend, and she's like the elder of the Kariko village. So yeah, she's somebody different in each game. Then she's also a nursemaid to Zelda in some other games, and like a knight bodyguard in other games. She's also in Ocarina of Time. So she's a really important character. She's everywhere. Link was a brand new character too. A lot of people like her because she's like a female version of Link, and she thinks she's like Link Reborn. You can play her in Hyrule Warriors. We mentioned Minna, Tingle.
Also in Zelda 2, the second game, Adventures of Link, Goombas, the Bomberman,
Bob-omb.
and Yoshi all make appearances in that game.
Yoshi's in Zelda too.
I never played
'Cause
Zelda, so that's great.
At that point, Yoshi wouldn't have been in Mario.
Maybe it's not that one then, but Yoshi does make an appearance in a Zelda
yeah,
game.
because I don't
Would
think
it-
he was appeared. I don't think
Maybe it's the Game Boy one.
Yoshi did not appear until Super Mario World.
Yeah.
He
But
was-
That's Super Nintendo.
He does make an appearance in the one Zelda game. I just don't remember exactly.
Was it Link to the Past?
Maybe.
Because I kind of remember, now that I'm thinking about it,
I don't know.
it might be Link to the Past. Because there's a lot of Mario games on Super NES, and then Link to the Past was on that. I could see that possibly being it.
'Cause I'm pretty sure Yoshi didn't come out to like 91.
Yoshi had made an appearance in Zelda's Link's Awakening.
Okay, that's
Link's
the,
Awakening.
that's the Game Boy one.
Yes.
I didn't see him in the
Which
remake
that might
on
have
the
been-
Switch.
He's a prize that you get in one of the houses. Like you play a game and
Oh,
you get a Yoshi doll.
See, now that's a colorized version. So that might be the one for Game Boy Color.
Yeah.
So maybe they put him in that, but not the original, because I think Link's Awakening was out before Super Mario World, but I could be wrong.
Yeah.
Find out.
I have the year. Go back to my Link's Awakening came out in 1993.
Yeah.
Okay, then Super Mario World.
I'm
was
sorry,
out. Okay.
1991. I'm
that was
sorry.
92,
Oh, that's close.
91.
Wait, Link to the Past was 91. Link's Awakening was 93.
Okay, yeah, Super Mario World came out in 91 or 92.
91,
so it
I
would've been
think.
out
Yeah.
then.
Yeah.
I think it came out in 92, but it's licensed for 91. I could be wrong though. All right. You have anything else there? We wrap this up?
Yeah, like I don't know if Andy wanted me to go over who Tingle is. He's like a traveling person who is obsessed with fairies, looks like a fairy, makes himself look like a fairy. Sometimes he has like really like rare goods that you can buy from him or get from him. You always have to find him, and he's really hard to find. Sometimes he's in a cage. Sometimes he's just in a really like random part of the map.
He's into weird stuff.
Yeah.
He is a weird character. He's always like the comic relief kind of.
Yeah.
He's just real weird.
So you're gonna show off some stuff. You're gonna take pictures of it and put it up on the Instagram. You have a necklace you're wearing. We'll show off our T-shirts. So we all have, for the most part, Zelda-inspired T-shirts, except Heidi.
I don't.
Yeah, you do.
Well,
You have a different. He has a different
So
Zelda.
you're wearing the Hero of Time shirt.
Yes.
You are wearing a Pet Cemetery Zelda shirt.
Yes, I am.
I got one I bought at Walmart for $9.
You are wearing a legit Adventures of Zelda.
Yeah.
Heidi's wearing a Fright Rags Halloween shirt, and I'm wearing a Cody Rhodes. It's too dangerous to fight alone while he takes the New Japan.
Now, here's the thing. When Cody Rhodes first was in WWE, he had the Triforce on his boots. And he
I
said in an
remember that.
interview that he would play Link to the Past once a year and beat it.
I remember that.
And He's
Yeah.
a big Zelda fan. Now, I don't know if he still plays the new ones. I don't know.
I don't want to be braggadocious here, but I was retweeted by Cody Rhodes just recently, so I'm gonna go for a two-time.
There you go.
There you
Two-time.
go. Two-time retweet.
Yeah, two-time retweet of the old Cody Rhodes. We're like best friends now, I think.
God.
Are you?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna be on Dark in a couple weeks. Just
There you
I'm
go.
gonna show up on AEW like Dynamite. I think they're gonna give me a title run or something.
There you go.
It's getting serious. It's gonna. Sam taught me how to do.
Exclusive.
Sam taught me how to do like 3 things in Adobe Photoshop and stuff. So I'm pretty confident that I could work for AEW now. No,
He's super nice.
yeah, cool dude.
I like him.
Change the game up. What do you got to plug, Bree?
I don't have anything to plug today. I just wore a bunch of Zelda stuff. Zelda stuff, Zelda inspired stuff.
Well, you're going to be doing the main topic next time for Truth by an Illusion.
I
Why
am.
don't you give us a little teaser? What are we talking about?
We will be talking about the mysterious disappearance of the Roanoke civilization. What happened? Where did they go? What caused it? And is it believable or not believable?
Krakoa.
What
Krakoa.
happened?
Yeah, they all found crack cocaine back in the
Oh.
day.
Sweet.
I believe aliens.
Meth.
That kind of ties into the money pit of Oak Island, I think.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Oh, that island that
Yeah.
they say the treasure's on.
Yeah.
Oh, that's I did hear that as
ties in- I
well.
might be wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's several different theories. So there's several different theories on why they just disappeared. And there's also an American Horror Story season on that, which is actually pretty good. I didn't mind that. I didn't mind that
Actually,
It
season.
yeah.
actually shows up in the Sleepy Hollow TV show too.
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
Yes.
I really
Mhm.
like that episode.
What do you got to plug?
Fright Rags as
Oh, you're
normal.
Stealing
They-
Heidi.
No, they got a special pre-order this weekend. It ends Sunday night, and it's for the Night of the Living Dead minifigures and lunchbox.
She just showed me our receipt. She got me both, so I'm
Yeah.
pretty excited.
I ordered them as well, so they are not getting
September.
shipped until like September. Yeah, so it's gonna be a while, but
It's nice when they do that because you're
Yeah.
like, oh, I forgot, and then all of a sudden
It just shows up.
it just shows up.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, how about that?
That was
So
my
we're
plug
getting a
too.
lunch can and thermos
That was my plug too.
Oh, okay. For what?
Yeah.
It's-
for Night of the Living Dead,
Oh, okay.
the original black and
Yeah,
white
yeah.
George Romero, and then it has mini action figures of all the characters from the movie. And if you buy it and you do the pre-order,
Mhm.
you get the special edition George Romero action figure,
Oh,
that
that's
glows
cool.
in the dark.
and he glows in the
Oh,
dark.
that's
Yeah. That's honestly the reason why I bought it.
Same.
If it
and they all
wasn't-
come in the lunchbox.
No.
No,
they're, like,
So
separate.
they're like minifigures that are all like black and white.
Okay.
Like
They're the ones
grayscale
during the
stuff.
interview he was talking about.
Yeah, the super. What do you
Like
get a
the-
name for them?
Yeah,
But then last they announced that one of the last one's gonna be glow in the dark, and it's George Romero.
Oh,
So
that's
also,
cool.
we use Fright Rags to send out the brand new Universal Monster T-shirts that were up for
Yep.
pre-order. I got to get my Universal Monster T-shirt. Did you get one as well? Oh, she got the Halloween 4 shirt. But we actually sent John, who was
Invisible Man.
on our show, and he wrote books based on the Universal Monsters and the old
Mhm.
school black and white horror movies. He actually co-wrote a book with Claude Rains' daughter. So it's kind of cool. Once again, we use the power of Fright Rags to unite the power of Fright Rags to reunite somebody who had contact or is a really big fan of the movie or have been a part of the movie. So we actually gave Andy his T-shirt from Fright
we
Rags
did.
and got him a specialized pumpkin from Ian, which is a possible interview coming up soon
Mhm.
with Ian. Might have to do it on a Saturday, so if people can come, they can. If not, it might be one we just me and Nikolai or Heidi because she's here. We'll do, but we will open the door to everybody.
I'm here.
And then also, yeah, we'll just let her join in. But now we're reuniting John with
Yes.
an Invisible Man shirt, and Claude Rains' daughter
Yep.
is now the proud owner of a T-shirt with her dad on it. Because when's the last time that any of that probably was officially licensed or merchandised? And
Right.
now she has it.
If ever.
Yeah, if ever, yeah. And it's a really cool retro looking T-shirt.
Yeah.
I'm really excited to
Probably
see
like
like her wearing her dad on a T-shirt. That's,
Yeah.
that kind of
They should
exciting.
be there
See
by now.
female
I hope they
actually.
send pictures. Are they going to?
Yeah, they're gonna send us
Yeah.
some pictures of them with their
Awesome.
stuff.
Let me
so
see if they sent
I'm
them.
sure Ben will
actually.
love that.
yeah, so Claude Rains, Claude's daughter wearing his T-shirt made by Fright Rags, which I think is a cool special moment. So, well, be on the lookout on our social medias for that. That's pretty exciting. Andy, what do you got?
Go a different route. For on YouTube, there's a channel called Top Hat Gaming Man,
Okay.
and he does retrospectives on mainly fighting games and like beat 'em ups and everything. He just did one on Retromania Wrestling, so it's
What a fun game.
17-minute. Yeah, I didn't get. I'm holding out for the PlayStation version, but he does just videos about that, tell you the history about it. He does Ninja Turtle video, and he also I found out he might still be an independent wrestler, and he has another channel that he just started called Top Hat. What is it? Top Hat Wrestling Man. And he talks about Shelton Benjamin's mama and that whole thing.
Really?
It was terrible. Yeah, so it's a very interesting video. So
I think-
subscribe to Top Hat Gaming Man and Top Hat Wrestling Man.
I think once it drops on Switch, I think it already just.
I think it's on Switch.
It's
now.
on Switch. I think next paycheck I'm going to buy it also for Switch. So
Is it
I have it for
$24.99?
Xbox and I'm going to buy it for Switch as well because I think it's a good game to take on the road. It's really fun. A little tough to figure out the timing.
He
of
said
your,
that the
but once you do, it's a
learning
fun
curve's
game.
hard.
Yeah, but once you do, it's rewarding. It's a lot of fun. The roster's exciting. I think they did a great job. RG, I realize that RG, he got a RG85 has a pretty big following, and he got his own ring. But we interviewed the guy twice. You thought he'd throw at least a tornado tag T-shirt in the crowd or something, but unfortunately we didn't get that. But it's all good.
Aw.
But yeah, so check out Retromania Wrestling, a really fun game, especially if you're a pro wrestling fan. You can also check out Andy. This next show we'll be doing is for the Mania. We're gonna be talking the New Japan. Actually, we're not doing the Mania show. We're talking the New Japan titles.
Oh, okay. That's the next one. Okay.
Yeah, and then we're gonna be joined by Mario from the podcast Welcome Back, and we're gonna do that fun stuff. So that'll be next Friday. Will be Tornado Tag Podcast.
Just in time for that new title. We can talk about that.
Yeah, looks like Cody Rhodes' neck.
Mario.
Yeah.
Luigi.
That's what I thought. Mario's gonna be.
Yeah.
What?
I like an Okada.
Yeah,
I will be here for that show.
yeah. So
The Mario
nothing
Luigi
else.
Mario
Nothing
show.
else you snuck in there that you want to promote or plug or?
No, we were just saying what is it, April, right?
So next Wednesday, Shaun of the Deadline is coming out, and I'm sure you're gonna get the glass
Oh.
for the Winchester
Yes.
pint
Oh.
glass.
Oh, I want the
I need
I want
that.
the
Why?
Winchester.
No more glasses.
I want the Winchester.
If you're gonna buy any glass,
Yeah,
It should be
it
that
should be
glass.
the Winchester.
I agree.
Yeah, I agree with that too.
And I want the Winchester shirt with the
Yeah.
zombies out
I'm
front.
gonna order the whole. I already told Ben I was like, I'm ordering it all. Like,
Did they release any? I get their emails, but I didn't see that line.
It's
so
not
it's
out
a
yet, I don't
preview.
think.
Comes
email,
out, yeah.
But you can go on their Instagram, and I believe it's also posted on there too.
Yeah.
I need to see it.
The last pre-order was the Universal Zombies, Universal
No.
Monsters,
The
And-
last
and
one,
the
one
and
that
the,
happened
the,
now.
the Night of the Living Dead,
He tweeted
and the Shamrock series.
on their page last night and was like, if you got the preview email and you're excited about that, just wait for the second half because it's
The Shaun of the Dead.
no, like the next half of April
Oh yeah,
because he split the email up into like this is the first half of April.
what a cool
preview.
company! It's a fun
And
company.
if
Yeah,
you do
it's
get
fine.
the text, I just noticed that
Yeah, I was
it's
gonna
a
say,
GIF and it shows all
Yeah.
the stuff that come in. That's pretty cool. I didn't
Yeah.
notice
Wait.
that.
Where is my?
Yeah,
I
they do
swear to
cool
God, I
stuff.
didn't get the Shaun of the Dead.
I
got
have
the
I have one
Monster
plug.
ones.
It's kind of wrestling related, but I want everyone to go check out if you're a wrestling fan. Whatamaneuver.com. It's like a pro wrestling tease, but it's like more of the independent stars.
Okay.
You should actually send them a message and see if you can get the blue and gold stuff on there. But we actually reached out for the podcast for Tornado Tag, but you literally go on there. I ordered a Max Zero shirt, his brand new unmasking
Yeah.
T-shirt. I ordered an Abby.
What a
Jane
good looking man.
He is a good looking
Yeah,
man. He's
I'll
a,
say it.
he's a stud. This guy's a stud. Abby Jane, I got her shirt.
Okay.
They both have very similar art style. It's a cool shirt.
Wonder if someone-
It might be the same artist, but they look really good. And I also ordered a Devontae shirt, and I got my brand new Matt Mikowski T-shirt.
Wow. I'll have to go on there and check it out. I bought a bunch
A
of
lot of
shirts at
shirts there,
WWE.
buddy.
'cause
You don't worry about
They were buy one get one for $5.
for what
WWE.
WWE.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, go check out them and a lot of cool stuff coming up. We'll be talking about the next Tornado Tag podcast. Thank you guys so much for supporting the IWEP network. We love you guys so much. We'll see you guys soon. If you want, we're going to be immediately when we're done here going to record the Patreon episode. We're going to be talking about news and what's going on in the world of pop culture. We're going to talk everything from Nintendo killing off Mario to
What?
Hold on, it makes sense. It will make sense when we talk about it.
Nintendo killing off Mario to devil sneakers and giving lap
heard that.
dances to the devil. So we will cover all that and more on the Patreon.
Yeah.
So head on over. It's $5. It helps us grow, and you can get all the bonus content for every show. I think right now there's over 10 episodes total between Bang and Beers, Not Cool in
Oh,
High School,
okay, yeah.
Truth Behind Illusion. There was a lot of content on there, so you're getting bang for your buck.
And you're supporting the show.
And you're supporting our show. And we also do have merchandise if you want to go grab a t-shirt
Mhm.
or any other merchandise. We have 2 merch pages. The links are below. Follow us on all social media and help us out. Thank you guys so
Oh, wait.
much.
And we're going live on Facebook tonight from some unboxings.
Yes, and
Yes.
probably a little later on tonight, we have a lot of unboxings to do, a ton of unboxings. And we have, we got some Bandbox, we got Pro Wrestling Crate, we got
Zombie.
first
Wow.
Sip Brew Box, and 2 Zombie boxes. So we have a lot to show off
I
if
don't
you're
know
into
what
unboxing.
Zombie is.
I don't either.
Oh.
Actually, we should probably, do you want to, yeah, we'll do
No.
Patreon, then we'll do the
Yeah.
unboxings. All right, we'll see you guys soon. Thank you guys
I gotta
so
go to the
much.
bathroom.
Yeah.
That's what I have to say as we go.
See you soon.
Confined is where I'm safe. I'm gone without a trace. Nothing goes as planned. It's just a part of every fucking thing I have. I never seem to let you in.